take. I had a good take. I had a good take. I had a good take.
Akujin, you alright, bro?
Finally.
What's on your mind?
Oh, I heard an air sound.
No?
Eh?
No.
Alright. I can hear you.
Oh,
There we go.
hi.
What the
Wow.
What did you do? What did you break? How did you do it?
What did you
Good
even
afternoon,
do that time?
Marino.
I
I'm
didn't
on
do
screen.
anything.
Hi.
That's not true, Akujin. Nobody else is touching the board.
I didn't touch it. I'm
Look,
too far
you
away.
know that it worked 3 fucking seconds ago. We were just talking. And then I moved here and everything fucking shit itself.
Oh my
So I
God.
restarted Win Audio and that fixed the problem. Because reasons.
If this sort of content is something you're interested in, please make sure to subscribe to our show. You would get to experience this loveliness 5 days of the week.
I
Memberships
had
available
a
as
good
well.
take. I had a good take.
What?
A good take?
Hell yeah,
Look, it was a good take, alright?
Akujin.
it was.
That didn't seem like a good take.
Was that a leader take?
No,
Worse than the lead.
that take was hot.
Marino said, Blossom fixed the audio, guys, and he's
I
proud
did
of her.
indeed fix it.
He's proud of you.
Thank you for that,
Thank you.
Blossom.
Thank
Very
you very
proud
You're
of you.
well. No, don't even mention it.
Well, how can I not? I mean,
Hashtag hardcore. That's right. I am hardcore. Have you seen my knuckles? They're so scratchy.
scuffed knucks.
Who is sitting on a plastic chair?
Akujin?
Me?
Like an inflatable chair, because that's what it sounds like.
Well, it's that or they're farting.
Or their ass sneezed. I don't know.
Ass sneeze.
Her
Okay.
ass sneeze. Wow.
Well, I didn't, I'm gonna be appropriate for the.
I like that. I like that. Sneak. I'm stealing that and I'm now copywriting it and patenting it.
Great.
Fine now.
Oh, for tuna.
Oh, fuck, Marino knows about that? I thought
Oh.
that was just a Tonka and I inside joke thing. I guess.
No, everyone knows about that.
It's
Oh.
like, I
Mm.
don't know.
Get that shit off the screen. Nobody wants to see that. Or shit.
Oh, wow. Oh, I get your weird meme now. Akujin
Oh,
has
you
posted this
motherfucker.
like 4 or 5 times.
No,
And
I
was like, what is
didn't.
he
I
even on
posted it
about?
once 4 or 5 days ago.
Well, I've seen it like 4 or 5 times. I don't even know what the fuck
It's
he's
not
on
my
about.
fault. It's getting
What is
around and
that?
it's catchy.
Okay.
There's
I
4
didn't get
tunas
it. I
there.
get it now.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
And she stated like, oh, 4 tuna?
4 tuna.
Dr. Herb has thrown $5 of his hard-earned money to this dumpster fire to say, you got to know that somewhere out there a stream is playing where someone has a 100 people laughing at Akujin's producer errors.
Well,
I
I
wouldn't
would
mind.
never do that.
I wouldn't mind seeing that stream.
Tonka told everyone in the Atheism is Unstoppable server? Oh.
Did I do that?
Yeah, he did. You know he would have. That's such
This
a
is probably
Tonka
why
thing to do.
people unfollowed me on Twitter.
Well, you're only a little weird.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm normal.
Everyone
He
wants
said
a friend
so.
like Blossom. So the people
That's
that don't
right,
have a
guys.
friend like Blossom, tell all other people about Blossom. Call it preaching the good word.
Friends with you.
I only say nice things about the people of the cast.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Wow. Wow.
Well, it is bullshit. Go back like 6 minutes and you were shitting on me.
Go back like 6 minutes. God damn. Okay. Fair enough. Go back.
The
like
stuff that
6
was
whole minutes.
completely beyond my control.
Oh.
Firstly, OBS disconnected during the intro, and then fucking Win Audio just decided to bottom burp.
should have known at that point.
McGrath.
Since we have Blossom here, we may as well. We'll go ahead and kick things off, and
That's
we're
right.
gonna.
Tonka knows my attention span is very, very small.
Oh no, we'll punt the ball, and it's gonna land squarely in her court while other people giggle. I sent something to you, Akujin. Would you like to share it with the American people and
Benji,
non-Americans?
that's so uncomfortable.
What about the Canadian people?
Share it with them too. We always get banned from Saudi Arabia, so don't share it with them.
They don't deserve it.
We're blocked in Saudi Arabia constantly. All right.
Can we get blocked in France?
France would be cool. They really take care of their people.
Well, I don't want to target to get blocked out of more countries, but seeing as how we've been blocked in Saudi Arabia for like a year or two now.
It's only France, though.
Is it only
Freedom
France?
fries.
Because I feel like we also get blocked in Saudi Arabia a lot and New Zealand.
New Zealand is what? That's very close second place.
I don't know what New Zealand's problem is.
Jam.
Yeah, New Zealand hates Space Jam. There's something wrong with them.
Just saying. But anyway, you gonna do the thing? Show people a thing, and then let Blossom. You can react to the thing.
All right, I guess I can do that.
As a person of vaginal ownership.
That's true. I do own my very own vaginal cavity. My very own.
It's a cavity. Jesus.
It is.
Hey, I own one too. I keep it on a jar in my desk.
Okay. I'm sorry, cavity just makes it sound.
Oh, I retweeted this.
Makes
I love
it sound
this tweet.
cavernous.
You love this tweet.
Yes, I saw it when she posted it.
Yeah.
I retweeted a couple of them. Yeah, I like.
Do you know what's wild about this? When I'm looking at this tweet now, like this always happens. It says March 5th, 2021. I look down at my bottom right corner,
yet.
and it's March.
Oh, but it's the time zone. See how
He's from the future.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
I forgot.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Always bothers me, but yeah.
What's March 5th here? 6:01 a.m.
But I don't know. Do you want to read this tweet? Anybody?
I'll read it.
Because some people can't read our screen. We apparently have some blind people, and that's legal. I'm not mad.
I'll read it.
People
I'm a
people
female.
That cannot read, apparently.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, tipster. Please stop stalking me online, you absolute creep. I will not sleep with you.
Emphasis on not.
Do you want me to continue to the second one?
Oh, feel free. It's a follow-up. Go with it.
Yeah,
so the wonderful Miss Suzilu has followed up to that tweet with, "For real though, dude, you are obsessed with me and you freak me out. You tweet about me constantly whilst having me blocked, discuss me on your YouTube channel, community page, and cry my name everywhere online since 2019. Please get help and realize how creepy you are." Which is
accurate.
Very accurate. Kudos for her to defending herself, because it is really fucking creepy.
It is fascinating.
Steejo had a few nice comments as well to this.
Did he know?
Yep. Yeah. They should be there in the thread.
That's a long thread.
Yeah. I've actually
Steejo's comment's good though. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well,
Love you, Steejo.
after I heard, go for it. Yeah, read it. Go for it.
Feel sorry for his wife. He seems to be more obsessed with her, with chicks on the internet, and giving a fuck about her. I wonder if she knew this when she signed up.
I hope he hears that shit. He's somewhere out there. I hope he hears it.
I
Yeah.
was.
You're Chris.
I'm a lawyer now.
Oh, you're a lawyer now.
You do the impression and then you do the job.
It's like the quartering's obsession with Brie Larson. Brie Larson. I don't. How do you say her name? Is it Larson or Larson?
I think it's Larson.
L-A-R-S-O-N.
I've always said Larson.
I've not watched any movie she's in. I don't know what her
I've seen one Brie Larson movie.
Okay.
And regretted
And she
it.
was like a child when she was in it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna judge that. But apparently, yeah, the quartering, he's all about it. And I've been told I say it wrong when I say Brie Larson. So,
Well,
That
is it
would be wrong.
Larson?
It's
Like
Larson.
Larson the Martian?
It's Larson, like arson.
Arson. Okay.
arson.
Arson
The
Larson.
arson.
Oh, how the nerve! How dare Stejo go after his wife? My God. This circle. Elvtorim, as a Scot, that accent is offensive. LMAO. There's a Scot in the chat, and they said that was bullshit.
Good.
It isn't Stejo, but
Oh.
your accent still being called out by a Scot.
Oh.
Their name is the Elf Torin. I don't know if that means they're an elf or if they.
Oh, hit
Well,
that
they're-
like Akujin's
They're a
wee
Scottish elf.
Dude,
Oh, they didn't like his fucking accent.
That
What a
put me right
fucking
off of the
loser.
shitter, didn't
we've
it?
had necromancers on the show. I'm not burying
Oh,
somebody for being an
no.
elf.
We have necromancers and the Scottish.
But is he on a
I'm not gonna
shelf,
go with somebody
though?
being an elf. On a shelf.
Show me the shelf.
Oh. Okay. So, as you've scrolled over here, we have a weird road today with the quartering, and I'll be honest, I don't exactly know. I don't know how it'll shake it. The problem with the quartering is he's not a real person. Like, there's
He's an
no.
amorphous blob.
Yeah,
It's a nugget.
there's no backbone. There's no anything he said 5 minutes ago. Like, this motherfucker's like Rafiki. It's in the past. It's in the past. Like, that's all he's got. Anytime it's like, well, this is completely different from 20 seconds. It's in the past. Like, that's what he brings to the conversation. Everything, like, right now, the thing that he's getting heat for. I'm not going to end with this. I will preface with this. The thing right now that he's getting heat for, with the whole allegedly swan, it would be a real shame if people had kept recordings of certain things from when he was hanging out with certain people. I'm sure you remember those conversations he was having with Leo Pirate and Zoom. And who was that? Anal Vape? I think it was Vape. Maybe them? Yeah, you remember that?
I don't remember the conversations, but I can imagine.
Well, no, you
Based
might,
on
you
those
might
people.
not remember those conversations. That's more of a thing for Jeremy. If he remembers those conversations. If the Quivering remembers those conversations. Because one thing he might remember about those conversations is I was not there. So in order for me to have heard those conversations, what does that mean, Big Brain?
Somebody recorded it and passed it around.
For me to know about that, and to know what you dipshits were up to, what would that mean, Jeremy?
One of us is supposed to be Jeremy.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I was gonna. I should have ended with that, but fuck it. I'll kick it off with that because fucking, that's the truth. And by the way, Grant Sanford said those conversations are well known to be fair. Hey Grant, how'd those conversations end? It's like people know, like me and Grant, our only interactions are through the chat here, and Grant has a good memory. I still don't know if I like Grant.
Grant's
For
still
real.
not sure if he likes us.
Grant Sanford is the whole reason Bastard Beast turned into a fucking freak. Like, I was talking about Grant Sanford not liking him. Bastard Beast lost his fucking mind.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was
He
how
totally
it.
thought
That
you were
was
talking
right
about
at the beginning.
him.
That was right at the beginning. He swore I was talking about him. I was talking about Grant. And that turned into a big fucking mess. But
I know, and I even clarified that with him. Like, to me, after I talked to him on air, it seemed like that was rectified. Like, he had realized that you weren't talking about him, but he still went on and on
that
for months and months. And I'm like, what? You're just mad at nothing now. It was a misunderstanding. It was a miscommunication. Like, you don't need to be so salty.
He was
Tonga
mad
said
at
this
you.
and this and
He
this
didn't
about me.
say
I said that about Grant fucking Sanford.
I know. Yeah.
But he said, I heard about the conversation. I didn't hear them. Oh, I heard them. Well, that was another thing that was weird about this group. Sometimes some of them would live stream it and not tell the people who were in the call. So their shit was being live streamed out to like Vape's Twitch or a YouTube channel of one of the random weirdos they were around because they were proud of it. They were incriminating all kinds of fucking big YouTubers. The Quivering thinks all that's gone. Promise you it's not. No fucking way.
Nothing's ever gone.
No. Why would that be gone? Anyway. The situation at hand. Now, the courting immediately upon running into trouble yesterday made a video asking for help, ushering people to his subscribe star. Please, we are under attack. There is a situation. We will get to the situation, but just so you know, today or yesterday, after he had already told everybody to go get that subscribe star, he wants to make sure everybody knows. It's like people have forgot that he is very capable of getting lawyers involved and making things very expensive for them. Imagine having your entire savings drained during a pandemic because you wanted to fuck around on Twitter and find out is a thing he said after playing the victim.
That doesn't seem very victim to me, does it?
That's a thing he said. All these big YouTubers, they always jump down with these threats. It's like, don't fuck with me. Do something stupid.
I'm the victim, but don't fuck with me. I'll do something really fucking stupid and end your life.
Something like that.
I'll
One
make you
second.
homeless. Fuck you.
Don't fuck with me. I have a low IQ.
I have a low IQ and too much money. Ooh, Tonka's muted.
No, I'm not muted. I was
You were
doing
muted.
something. Now I'm not, though.
Yeah, but you were muted at the time I said you were muted.
Don't be lazy. Checking. Okay. What? Okay. So I remember this thing. This is a new issue. We need to read a bunch of things though, because we are going to get behind on these. I've seen a couple go by. I was trying to fix something that was going on my end. I think I may have. Okay. Give me just a second. All right. Godart Thronen said the courting is another grown man who acts like a 15-year-old girl that we're supposed to take seriously. He pees in the floor. I can't do this. Anthony Hack said quarter pounder is a junkie. What kind of junk? What does that mean?
Junk food.
A junk food junkie? Like people, you say junkie, people think drugs. Godart said, I spout up my water on. He's not a real person. Well, it's the truth. He's not.
He's not a real person. He's a chicken nugget.
It's not even that he's a chicken. No, it's I'm being genuine. I'm not even trying to make fun of him. Like he's not people. Like
I think he's the junkie for what he does.
He's fame hungry, weird. He doesn't make a lot of sense with the shit that he has done in his life, but he's been able to finally spin shit around to where it's like, hey guys, I'm the quartering, and I've been held down by SJWs, and now I'm a hero of free speech, except for if a girl watches anime.
Pretty
or
much
if
his
a girl
entire
does anything ever.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's his entire gimmick is girls. Fuck girls. Girls are the worst.
They've got cooties.
Yeah, I was gonna say girls got cooties.
That, yeah. Godard threw another 5 and said, this entire stream is offensive. How dare you guys say what everyone else says several months before it was cool, you hipsters. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
Look, it's the best kind of hipster to be.
Well, Grant said the worst thing is he has 1 million subs. Well, he has spammed 10 videos a day for years. He better get something. Okay. The issue here. Well, there's a couple of problems. But a very popular thing that's being brought up right now that you've pulled up on screen. Did that, like, I don't know. Go ahead and say what the issue is that he's going through now. And then we can go through the many other grievances and why this whole thing doesn't work.
Well, it seems like there's like 2 or 3 different issues going on with the quartering at the moment. One of them,
The main one.
the most recent one,
Go with the thing
is-
that
it seems like YouTube Gaming, like the person who runs YouTube Gaming, has had enough of his shit. It's like, no, I think this is harassment. I'm going to flag you.
That's harassment, though. Okay. So I've seen this. This is a weird thing, but his reaction to it, I think, is the best part. What he did was say, I don't do that. My channel is under attack. Please, Patreon. Please, guys, please come help. And then proceeded to get rid of videos and tweets.
Well, yeah, in response to all this, he privated all of his videos on Pokimane and somebody else. But the thing is, the thing that this YouTube gaming person wined him over, it was a different chick. And hot take incoming. I haven't seen his video. I would like to see it, but based on just what I've heard, I don't think he did anything wrong in this particular video.
Which video?
The one that brought all this heat on him.
He may not have. It may have been a culmination of people just being like, fuck it. We hate him.
Okay.
And I don't blame anybody for hating it. And I'm not saying that's fair. But what was the video about?
All right, Herb, feel free to yell at me from the chat, if I fuck this up. There's a person named fucking Zombie Kills, all right, and she sent an invoice to another creator for around $12,000 because that creator used her likeness in one of his videos to criticize her over her complaining to Sony about racial inequality in regards to the amount of people of color that own PlayStations. And Sony gave her a free PS5. And so some other YouTuber, Taylor Gang, then did a video on this issue criticizing her over it. So she sent the person a $12K invoice, right, for using her likeness and talking about her.
All
The
right.
quartering covers this, saying this is bullshit, which I agree with. Then this chick starts going at him, and this is the issue that apparently the lead developer of YouTube gaming seen and said, fuck this. I'm going after the quartering now. This guy's harassing her.
Well, was he involved in anything?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, basically,
He wasn't the person who got invoiced?
no, it was not the
Okay.
person who got invoiced.
Well, by the quartering zone standard that he threw out there a few months ago when a 1 million sub YouTuber came down on him, this is harassment. Any mention by anybody that's over 1 million subs, in his opinion, is harassment.
I'm not going to say the quartering is a great person. I'm not going to say he's never done anything wrong. I'm not going to say he's not criticism worthy or anything like that.
Sure.
It's just that from the way things seem to me, in this particular situation, I think that maybe the criticism of the zombie chick was kind of fair. And
All right.
I haven't seen his video, okay? So I don't know exactly what he said in the video. Maybe he said something that crossed the line, and maybe this thing is fair.
Well,
But
by his definition, he crossed the line. You can't be talking about people when you have over 1 million subs.
well, yeah, maybe. I mean, if we're going to hold people to their own standards, then nobody's going to have a YouTube channel because everyone's going to get canceled.
Everybody's channel is going away quick.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to watch anything. You're not allowed to do anything. Oh my god! If you're over 1 million subs, oh my god! But yeah, I'm not saying he did anything wrong in it. But yeah, in his case, if you were to put what he says onto the situation, or what he said before, what was it, like 2-3 months ago? It was before he had 1 million subs, and someone who had 1 million subs said something about him, and he freaked the fuck out. You can't do this when you have 1 million subscribers. Oh my god, that's harassment. Da, 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 da. And of course, we fast forward to in the future, and it's in the past. Sure.
Okay, so apparently I didn't tell the story right, so we have somebody who followed it a little bit closer. How you going, Willow?
I don't know if you can't hear him.
You alive?
Let him mess with it more.
I mean,
Yeah,
it wasn't
There.
it wasn't bad off. Like, it was close. How are you, buddy? Look, y'all are way more savvy at this than I am, but I've been following this for a few minutes.
All right, well, break it down for us in a completely YouTube friendly manner.
And all right, so I'm getting some kind of weird echo. Maybe that's on my end. Hold on.
Yeah,
You
just
got the
mute
stream
them.
on?
Let me click that. There we go. I fixed it. All right. So basically, I didn't know anything about this chick. I saw a video that somebody else had done, a smaller creator. Basically, apparently, what went down is she does kind of what Kavos used to do, where he would like review people's content, review channels. Apparently, this very small creator with about 130 subs did a couple videos on her. Obviously, they weren't great videos. Were kind of filled with criticisms. Then, for some reason, he decided that he would send her some of his content and said, "Hey, check this out. I have been critical of you before, but now I'm doing this video that I think is kind of defending you. I just wanted you to check it out." She apparently took it horribly and sent him just some nasty ass invoice and billed him for reviewing his content for like $2,000, and even sends back this snarky email that got leaked that said, here's the invoice attached. You never asked for my rates. You sent me this content, so therefore I assume that you agreed to my terms. You owe me this much money. How are you
Dude,
going to pay it?
this is a good racket.
And so that's kind of where it started. Then she leaks somebody leaked the emails. The conversation of the back and forth between the small creator with 140 subs and her, it got leaked out where she mocked him, made fun of him, talked about how he talks and speaks, and just mocked the hell out of the kid. The whole time, it's in every message that he sent that says, he has Asperger's. I mean, the kid has some issues, and she just bagged the hell out of him. I mean, just dogged him. So, of course, people thought that was kind of shitty. And because she already has a history of race baiting and doing some kind of uncouth things in the Twitter sphere, people, of course, jumped on it and said, look at what she did to this kid. This is uncalled for. She's beating the hell out of this small creator. And Tipster made a video, Jeremy made a video, and it kind of went from there. Of course, she didn't say anything about Tipster. She saw that sub count on the quartering and went after him. And literally weaponized an entire army. If you go look at all her little Twitter people, everything you see is racial. Like, I mean, and I gotta be honest, I didn't see anybody criticize anything about race. The only person that made it about race was her. And everything has been racially motivated. I mean, everything. So that's kind of where it started. I saw Jeremy make one video saying, look, she kind of has a history of this, and now she did it to a creator with 140 subs, a little uncalled for, and she went batshit and got a bunch of people to start attacking him. So
I have a feeling that the quartering did not say that it was a little uncalled for.
Yeah, no, that's
I
not
have
his
seen
thing,
him
though.
pretend to bang on his desk and give a shit about things I know he doesn't care about.
That
He
is
didn't
true.
just say, he said it was probably a travesty, some kind of miscarriage of say he's a fucking drama queen.
Oh, he did hype it up. That was the very Reader's
Okay.
Digest Willow version.
Yeah. That there's no way that anything was ever a little bit out of line in one of his videos. That's never going to be the case with him. It's always going to be this huge, egregious fucking thing. Get the hell out of here.
Yes, sir. You're a little more correct on that. I was dumbing it down a little bit, but
Yeah.
he hyped it up a little bit. Yeah,
I was just like, there's no way he said something that toned down. Krubu threw to and said, if she gets a free PS5, give me my corgi, Akujin.
Look, I'm not Sony. You need to talk to Sony. They handle all the corgis.
And I may have it backwards, but one of them actually kind of slapped her down a couple months ago when she tried that. I don't remember if it was Sony that gave in instead of the PlayStation and Xbox that denied her, or if it was Microsoft that gave it to her and played. One of them denied her and kind of shot her down, saying, "Yeah, sorry, we're not getting involved in that." Because literally the whole tweet was, person of color, not enough gaming reviewers, black women need more consoles, hashtag justice for Brianna, say her name. That had to do with gaming how. And that's what pissed everybody off. Was
No,
literally,
I'll tell you what pissed them off is that she got a PS5.
well, that too, yes.
Okay, that's what pissed them off, is that it worked.
That too, yes.
Okay, if you could go onto Twitter and say, hey,
Dear Gibson,
something, anything,
I need a new
please,
Les Paul.
free PS5, please.
Look,
And they
there,
give it to you. Are you going to be mad about that? I can't be mad at her for getting the free PS5.
Nah, I really can't.
Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Xbox Series X, please.
Oh my god.
look, there aren't enough, Australians on the Kumite reviewing Xbox, content.
You need to tweet. That's what I'm saying. Get out there and
I
tweet.
think there is an extremely large amount of Australians on the Kumite, so that would not work.
That is true.
There may be more of those than anything else.
Not playing Xbox X Series.
No, fair enough, fair enough. By the way, did you know Rand got fired?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that.
Somebody just sent me a message and was just like, Rand got fired.
Been a bad year for Aussies.
Alright. Alright, well.
And
we
one
can talk
last
about that
thing.
in a scotch.
I will say this: as much as I don't think Jeremy did anything wrong on this particular instance, I take that back. I did find one tweet that he put out, and he did renege on it. He pulled it down about 20 minutes after he did it, but he did tweet a couple of her sponsors, and that I'm also equally against. I'm not a big cancel culture guy, but I also don't
Because
believe
he
in going
wants
after
to
people's
complain that they go after his sponsors, but he goes after people's sponsors too. He'll take it down, but he doesn't. That ain't the
and
first time he's done that shit.
And that seems to be a Twitter trick these days. Is
Yeah,
I'm gonna
if you
post
delete
something
it, it's
crazy.
never there.
Yeah, I'm gonna post something crazy, and then I'm gonna pull it down. But I know I have enough minions that will capture it and put it back up for me and run with it. So therefore, the damage is done. And yeah, that definitely happened. That absolutely happened. I saw that. I wasn't cool with that. And this that's the other thing. This whole thing really started with him and her about a tweet that the whole, the face I make when basically a white chick's getting her ass beat. And she denied that
What?
that tweet was her. Oh yeah, they photoshopped that, blah blah blah. Now you can way back machine check it; it comes right up. No, it very much was a real tweet she did put out. So she put out some pretty racist shit too. She did, and that also kind of gassed it a little bit. That's where it actually started between Jeremy and her. When she put that tweet up, he saw it, retweeted it. It was gone. She tried to tell everybody it was fabricated and it was, doctored, and that's not at all a real tweet. But like I said, you can way back machine it and it comes right up. It takes you right to her page. So yeah, no, she did tweet that, absolutely, and she lied about it. So
from what I
the whole
understand,
argument kinda built on that.
she hails from Black Twitter, so
Yeah,
I've heard
Nothing
that
to brag
they're
about.
rather progressive over there.
Rather
Yeah.
progressive, you
Yeah, they're the kind of progressive that does not like certain groups of people.
Yeah, it's a
Everywhere on the internet doesn't like certain groups of people.
that too is fair.
I know it's like there seems to be the general consensus that one group of people is the absolute evil of all humanity.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah,
depending,
you get that pretty much wherever you go.
yeah,
They just pointed at a different group of people.
But it's also privileged you-
depending on which group of people you're talking to, the other group of people is the worst group of people in the world.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is it's not. I mean, I don't think anybody can deny that there's definitely a bias. I mean, let's be honest. If anybody in this chat right now goes and tweet the face I make when a black chick is getting her ass beat, I promise your Twitter's gone. I don't care if you got 8. You can have 8 followers. You can have 800,000. I do think it's a little one-sided sometimes. The shit you can get away with depending on who you are, and I think
Well, it
that's
also has a
kinda-
lot to do with follower count. Has a lot to do with how many people see it and report it. Has to do with a lot of things.
True that. True that.
A lot of things. You can look around. You can see, like Leafy, he's tweeted out the N-word a couple of times. I'm pretty sure that's a white guy tweeting out the N-word. So obviously, yeah.
That is true. What is the world coming to, man? It's horrible. It's horrible. I wish everybody would just stay in their own lane. Just mind your own business. If unless I was talking about beating your ass specifically. It doesn't always need a reply.
It's got well, that's the thing that always ends up happening with this is everyone focuses on the hits and ignores the misses. If you listen to people on one end of things, they're going to tell you that everybody that's over there, they're all getting flagged down. Everything's biased against them. Da 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 da. You go to the other group, everything's all of our shit's getting flagged down, and everything's biased against us. And it's like, okay, well then, and who's the person being biased against everybody? Who is it? I think it has a lot to do with all these Rafiki motherfuckers out here. I was talking about that earlier, where everybody want to do all this shit, and then as soon as you say, yeah, but you just said a minute ago this, and this, it's in the past.
That's
the only answer they got to anything. Is, oh, well, that's in the past. And they just keep on going. Whatever they're doing right now, that's all that matters. That's it. Nothing else has any kind of relevance. Nothing they were talking about last week, last 5 minutes, last night. Yes, fuck all that.
The funniest thing is they try this stunt on the internet. The thing that has no lack of memory. I mean, things live forever on the internet.
Well, that's also a lie. People always say the internet never forgets. That's bullshit. The internet forgets all kinds of shit.
It does have a short attention
way
span.
too much.
Name 12 things the internet's forgotten.
Name 12 things the internet's forgotten?
Yes.
God, I can name way more than fucking 12 things that the internet's forgotten.
Well, we're just asking for 12 examples just now.
Okay, I'm not listing off 12, but I will list you off.
See, guys, he can't do it. Debunked.
Oh, I can, but I'm not going to list off 12. I will give you one. It's a very easy one. When Andy Worski, he posts his shit on Twitter, is anybody asking him, hey, Andy, remember when you posted that girl's nudes on your Twitter?
What makes you think people forgot that?
Oh, it seems like people forgot that.
Well, choosing to look the other way is a little different from actually forgetting.
When they say the internet never forgets, they do not mean the internet as a totality. They mean parts of the internet. There's always going to be some people on the internet that will remember everything.
Yeah,
okay, well,
we remember.
Yeah, all right. Scattered groups of people who do it, sure, but that doesn't mean the internet never forgets. That means some people won't forget.
I see both sides of this. I mean, technically speaking, once it's out there, no, it's always out there. You can always dig around and find it if you choose to. But Tonka's right too, in the sense that people's attention span, give it a week or two, and so long as people quit talking about it, we'll all be friends again and forget it ever happened. And you see a lot of that in the comments. Look at what they're doing with the John Swan thing right now. Every time something negative comes back to the commentary community, oh, this is so dead. I'm so sick of talking. No, you're sick of talking about it because you look like an asshole for co-signing on this piece of shit. That's why you don't want to talk about it anymore. I've heard that at least 2 or 3 times out of Augie this week alone. Oh, this is so dead. I'm so sick of talking about it. No, you're sick of talking about it because y'all's credibility just took a huge
People
ass
don't want
pounding.
to talk about things that fuck them up. All right, I'll give you one more thing the internet forgot, just because it is random and doesn't have to do with anything we do. That fucking Poppy girl getting caught and sued, and all that shit. I even heard an oh yeah just now, for fuck's sake, because she completely copied the Mars Argo Act, and fucking all that shit came out about the fucking guy who manages it and all the shit going on. Everybody forgot about that, and they still watch Poppy and think it's all cool.
And if it wasn't for Repzilla, it would have died a long time ago. He literally, that was his Onision, man. That was his Repzion to Onision. That was his thing, man. God almighty, I bet he did 85 videos on that shit if he did.
The only thing that I know about that Repzilla dude is he's monumentally full of shit.
Thank you. Everybody loves him. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I have no reason to dislike him. I have no reason
I
to
look
dislike
at him and I can't stand him.
I want to punch him. I'm just going to say it. And I don't know how you
I don't want to touch him. I don't want nothing to do with him. I look at him and I'm like, you are the first motherfucker dead in every movie I watch.
Yes.
You're the first dead guy.
Yes.
Go do that.
Absolutely. Like, positivity turtles make me want to vomit. Like, what is that?
I don't know what that is, but like he has a goofy hairdo. All right. Here's the thing that I know about him. There was one time where he exploits this big situation where this girl's being abused. Says that her family is thanking him for everything he's doing, and they've all reached out to him. Now, one of the family members ended up in his fucking comment section. It wasn't pretty.
Uh-huh. I remember that.
Okay, that's fucked up. Okay, another situation. He does an interview with some girl who is like, she's like mad fucked up. All kinds of fucked up.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't have any reason to be getting an interview from anyone. She's not that kind of person. Don't fucking go interview her and exploit her. But he did. And then when he did, he tried to act like he didn't. And then he tried to act like the reason all kinds of dumb shit. He's fucking dumb.
He has one thing that bothers me, and I can pretty much sum up specifically what it is about him that bothers me. And truthfully, no, I don't want to touch him, but just sometimes you meet somebody that has that punchable quality. He is one of them guys that at the bar, he would have a very punchable quality. And the thing that gets me is the white knighting. Like, he is the super ultra white knight of the commentary. Everybody is a victim. He is truly the listen and believe all women, Me Too guy. And the problem I have with that is he is very, very careful to say alleged, allegation. He's big on the Marilyn Manson thing right now. I think the CP term gets thrown around too much. I think the P term gets thrown around too much. I think if there was any real validity in any of this shit, there would be police charges being brought up on people. That never seems to happen. I think it's the ultimate internet death sentence that you just like to slap on people when you don't like them anymore because you know it just tarnishes them to a point there's almost no return.
That's the idea.
That little community is horrible about that shit. He is very quick to say alleged, but he's always quick
you
to
can
use
say anything you want about anybody ever if you say alleged in it.
Yes,
that's
sir.
all you have to do.
But he can turn right around and say, believe all the women, and I am always going to side with the survivors of these stories. The survivors. Now, hold the fuck up. If this is an allegation, then she is not a survivor. How's that for a hot take?
That doesn't even hold true, because if you go back and you watch his own fucking little interview thing he did with that girl, he's siding with the fucking survivor as shit. He's telling her she's crazy. He's telling her she don't know about her. He's fucking being fuck that guy.
Here's another hot take for you. Mark my word, now that there's a vacancy in the commentary community, he's going to be the next guy getting brought up from the minors. He's fixing to be their new boy. Watch this. Oh, yeah. They're fixing to put... Dude, Tipster's been sucking that ass. I don't know why. I don't know what he brings to the table. He ain't near the editing guru that John was. I don't know exactly what it is. But all of a sudden, they seem to be very, very besties. And
good. That guy is very easy to pick apart and to see directly through.
Oh, Prime Inc. I don't know if y'all know who he is. I found him because of Repzilla. He did a 2-hour, 3-hour, 2-part series on Repzilla where he just nuked him. I don't know how honest the kid is. Don't know much about him, but he's hilarious. Like I'm not gonna lie, he does some funny ass videos, and he did a video on Repzilla that was absolutely gold. I mean, just nuked him badly. Pretty good video, worth the watch. Prime Inc.
Yeah, that is a name I've heard before.
Dude, he only puts a video up. He's kind of like internet historian. He'll put a video up about once every 3 to 6 months, and it'll have 1 million views inside of a couple of days. Like, people love him, and they will sit idly by and wait for him to put a video out on somebody. He did one on that. I don't know. I can't remember the guy's name. Something Wire. He's a kind of a internet shrink, but he's not a shrink. But he pretends he is. And needless
Rewired
to say,
Soul.
That sounds
Rewired
like the
Soul. There
worst
you go.
genre. I haven't been to the YouTube therapy corner yet, but yeah, that sounds like the worst part of town.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually what it was, and because of the ties between Repzilla and the Rewired Soul, it kind of incorporated both of them, and so we did like a 2-part thing on it. That video is, I said, I don't know how credible and how truthful it is, but if you take it at face value, oh, Repzilla just gets thumped. I mean, nuked in this video. It's pretty bad, pretty bad. And that's pretty much his angle on it. Was just the guy's kind of a fraud, that he, pretends to be way more concerned about shit than he is. And like I said, that's always been my issue, is everything's alleged, everything's an allegation, but yet every time it's a female involved, it's a survivor. I don't understand how it's an alleged offense, but they're a survivor. As of
An
right now, they're a
alleged
storyteller.
survivor could be something he could try, but
I mean, right now
he could
she's
try
a
that.
storyteller. I mean, and that's not to. I know we like to throw that term out. Oh, he's victim shaming. I'm not victim shaming. Right now, it's an alleged offense. Therefore, she is not a victim. She is a storyteller. That's what
Well,
she
you
is
could
right
just
now.
go with alleged victim or alleged survivor, and just
Yeah, that'll
again,
work.
double down on your alleged shit. You're fine.
There you go. But he never does that. It's always the alleged offender, but it's the sworn statement of the survivor of such trauma.
Yeah,
We don't know that yet, House.
you don't have to worry about that shit. People totally they'll go along with it. They like to hear that kind of shit. It makes them feel better about themselves. They're taking up for somebody.
People eat that up. You put fire in it, people eat it up. That's why they do it.
And then he does this thing that anytime somebody tells a story or super chat something, can we get some positivity in the chat for blank? And so they spam these little positivity turtles, because he has this little ceramic turtle that he kind of mascots on his show. So needless to say, that's why Tommy started doing the positivity whales. I was kind of making fun of. That's kind of where that came from. But
because nobody has an original thought in their fucking head anymore.
Yes, that too. That's absolutely the case. 100%.
Fucking
If you want to get in the head of
turtles.
Repzilla, watch the priming video about him. It's very interesting. I've met people like Repzilla a million fucking times. I have a feeling that I don't need to watch anything about him. I've seen a picture of him, and I've heard those 2 stories, and I have a feeling I know more than I need to about him.
Yeah, you can take in 5 minutes of this content. Oh, you're right. Just look at the hairdo. That kind of says it.
I have a feeling I know everything about this guy already. Maybe that's me being arrogant, but I can look at him and tell that it ain't that deep over there.
No, it's not. You pretty much hit the nail on the head. You got it. You've been doing this long enough. You pretty much summed it up. You got it. The priming video is still funny to watch, because I'll give him this.
Likely.
He is one of the few kids I've ever seen that can actually do pretty harsh criticisms, but he does it in such a comedic manner that even if he was talking about you, you kind of have to take it with a giggle, because at least he's good at delivering the death punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny. I mean, it's lighthearted criticism, but it's still kind of harsh. He just delivers it well. But now you pretty much got it figured out. You pretty much summed it up.
Cough through him 5. He said they forget they do the same thing that they complain about. I don't know if they forget or if they, it's in the past. Anthony threw in 5, said respectfully, allegedly. Godart Bizarre threw in 2 and said Repzilla looks like STDs had a persona. That's a description. Krubu threw 2 and said Optic can make tuts on how to move on from drama. Anthony threw in another 5 and said Hakuna Matata. These no
Hakuna
words.
Matata.
Send a pass. Krubu threw another tune and said, if she gets a free PS5, give me my Corgi Akujin. I saw that one earlier. Okay, so I made it back. Good.
So here's one question. Why, like, I mean, I get what he's doing, but hey, everybody, help. My channel's under attack from this evil gamer. Give me money. What does that have to do with joining my
Evil
Patreon?
gamer.
I mean, like, why does that
The
automatically
answer
turn
to
into
every
Patreon?
issue you ever have on YouTube is join my Patreon. The only reason this show has a Patreon is so that somebody else can't go open one with the name.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're already on there.
Yeah.
Because
okay,
by the
yeah.
way, that happened. Somebody had
Yeah.
opened a Patreon and it was like, God damn it, come on. For fuck's sake.
Could
But-
you fucking don't, please?
Yeah, but feel free to go back over the past month, 2 months, year. See how many times I've been like, hey guys, my Patreon. Like, no.
Yeah, I've never seen you plug it.
No, it exists.
I keep
But-
forgetting you honestly had one.
Unlike every YouTuber ever, I don't use it as the option to fix. Oh god! All right, I don't have anything to talk about today. All right, I'm gonna invent a crisis, guys. They're coming for me. They're gonna flag me down. Please subscribe to my Patreon and keep up with me there. I'll post things that, like, everybody makes that video. You guys are aware at this point I can get flagged all the time, and I will, and that none of these dipshits are gonna say anything about it, and that they're just gonna hope that I get fucking, just gonna hope that I go away when I get flagged. It is what it is. The answer to that isn't give me money. That's not gonna make my channel stay. Like, I can't bribe YouTube. They're not pulling me over as a shady fucking cop.
And of course, I mean, I get the correlation. I understand what he's saying. I've got employees, I've got mouths to feed. If they shut my channel down, this is my livelihood. I'm gonna need resources to I mean, I get it, but I just don't think it's a good look. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it, but yeah, I don't have a problem with people.
Which part isn't a good look?
The I'm under attack, give me money.
I'm under. How is it a bad look? Go look at their Patreon. Tell me how bad of a look it is. It's working.
Oh, I bet it is.
Sometimes I wonder, maybe people would like me more if I would beg them for money. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. People, maybe they like to feel like they have that kind of input into your life, that you need help and they feel like they're helping you, and maybe that helps. I don't fucking know, but the quartering does it all the time.
It does. Dude.
That's insane. Why?
It's horrible. But like, from where I came from, oh, it's a big deal over there. It is a big deal, not just to be a Patreon or to be a patron of a channel, but these people will create these giant hierarchies inside of Patreon. Like, it won't just be 2 or 3 tiers. It'll be tiers up to $100, $200, $300. And even though you're in the cool kid club of Patreon and you get exclusive content, exclusive videos, because you created a hierarchy in the hierarchy, they will fight and boot and rally to be the class favorite. And they will climb up the ladder and give you more and more money, assuming that it buys them more direct, I don't know, contact. It's literally like paid friendship. It's paid friendship.
Crazy.
What it is. It's insane.
But maybe that is the thing. You put it. Okay, I need money, and to have money, I'll be your friend. And it's like, oh my god, some fucking dork on the internet wants to be my friend for money.
I suppose
Like the
depending
guys
on the type of person,
hooking
it
up with
could
the
be.
internet girls and shit. And I watched a fucking that chapter video where some guy had killed his whole family to pay for his cam girl that he thought was his girlfriend. I don't know how that ties in. I don't know how that ties in, but there's something to that. There's a tie here somewhere. If there's not, don't worry about it. It's in the past.
That's old shit.
That's my new thing. I'm gonna be like Rafiki and the rest of these motherfuckers on YouTube. Everything is in the past. Don't even ask me about it. I don't give a shit.
And here's another fun little thing. I don't know how true this is, but me and Steve Joe were talking about it the other day, and I thought it was kind of a joke, but I've since heard it about 4 times in the last 24 hours from multitudes of channels, and that is, I think he's flexing, and I think the money also comes into legal fees because he is flexing his attorney. Basically saying that he is going to take, some sort of legal action, Jeremy, that is. And do you know who he's claiming his lawyer is?
Please tell me it's Rakita Law. Please tell me that's what it is.
Oh no, he went
Jesus.
and allegedly. Let me throw that out there to get that Repzilla on it.
Johnny Cochran.
Allegedly, he has retained Bill Richardson. That would be Steven Crowder's attorney. The guy who's 15-0 against YouTube, hasn't lost one yet. I mean, they really are. They're undefeated. Everything that he has challenged YouTube on, Crowder got his way and got it back, including monetization.
Is that?
I mean, the guy.
What?
I don't know how
Is that the
works
half Asian
exactly.
lawyer that they have on the show? They make jokes
Yeah,
that he's
half
his
Asian, half Asian Bill Richardson. That's him. Yeah, that's who he's claiming as his attorney. And
Fuck off.
the other thing that makes no sense about that is I don't know when it comes to this particular aspect of law. This would definitely be well. I mean, I asked Joe about
You
it.
get
So
different lawyers for different things.
Absolutely, absolutely. The other thing is though is if I don't want to say where he's at, but obviously I think most people know what state he's in, and you have to be licensed to practice per state, at least in criminal law. That I
You
know
can
for a fact.
you could probably get somebody to do, but there's way bigger issues with it than that. You can get that shit going on. Okay, that can be remedied. What you're talking about there. There's a way bigger problem here. I don't think the quartering is playing very smart here, and I think that he has got very sloppy with his game late in it. Like with his beard, he's got very sloppy, not taking care of them grays. Is Rainmaker at home?
Mm-hmm.
Rainmaker had showed me something maybe 2 days ago. Something like that. I can try to explain it, but I think it's what you have pulled up here. But he knows it better than I do. But one of the
Is
big
this
things,
the Triple P thing?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We'll
I
go
know.
ahead. We're gonna dive into this. This is the problem that I have with the quartering today, and maybe it's a bit old, blah blah blah. But fuck it, I got no time for him, and I didn't know about this. So he made a video burying Destiny for getting some kind of loan when he didn't need it.
It's not just some kind of loan. The Triple P program is the fucking pay protection program. It's something that was instituted for COVID to protect people against loss of incomes in the United States. Now, Destiny filed to get access to some money for this program, and he was bragging about it on a video that he got about 20K, and the quartering just absolutely dunked on him over it.
It was a huge deal.
Yeah.
Do you have any of the choice words like time stamped, or do we just random in the video?
I have not watched this video. I have no idea what's in it. I just know that it exists. But I also know something else.
What do you know, Akujin?
Gonna bring
Do you have
another
a
thing.
secret?
Yeah, well, allegedly, it seems like what's his name? Destiny wasn't the only person who filed for the Triple P fund. It's apparently a loan, whatever. But there was another particular company that also filed for the same loan. It's called Marketing Sheriff.
Wait, who owns that?
Who runs that and is the one and only employee of that?
Yes.
Oh no.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Old Hammy. Old Hammock. What's going on, Quivering?
So he does this
What's
video
that?
absolutely burying the fucking shit out of fucking Destiny, and maybe rightfully so, saying that
Well, yeah, Destiny sucked for doing that, and he's a piece of shit. And by the way, I stand by the fact that he fucks around with people who are underage. He needs to get his shit together. But
yeah, but then over
that
here,
means you suck too, by the way.
then over here we have the quartering doing the exact same fucking thing for $32,000. As far as I know, he is the only person working at Marketing Sheriff. I could be wrong about that. However, he said that he's a millionaire before. So I don't see why he would need the money. And in his video attacking Destiny, he says that streamers are doing extremely well right now. They're not feeling the pinch of Corona the way that a lot of other businesses are. They're actually doing better because more people are at home
hard during the whole COVID thing.
Well, yeah, more people are at home consuming content, things like that. So apparently, according to him, Destiny shouldn't have filed for the loan, the $20,000 loan, because YouTubers are doing fine. Meanwhile, we're over here, we also have the quartering, filing and getting approved for the same fucking loan.
And getting more.
For 150% more. I'd say allegedly, but I'm looking at it.
Yeah, we'll go respectfully moving forward.
Yeah.
I don't know how alleged it is anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna move.
Issue with it. I'm looking at it, and this looks like duplicitous action at its best. Oh my!
Well, we know the excuse is going to be that I'm a real company and I have mouths to feed and employees to pay, whereas Destiny is just.
He is the one and only employee, sir.
And all of it will go on payroll, so basically he's giving himself.
He is the one employee.
That is my understanding as well. He is the one and only employee in an exact same case as Destiny. Under the exact same circumstances that he just shit on Destiny for, he did the exact same thing for almost, 1.5 times, twice as much.
How? How do people think they're gonna get away with shit like this on the internet?
Because they motherfucking do. You get a bunch of fucking marks together, and it doesn't take very much at all. Doesn't take much at all.
See, here's this. That's
you
the
can
thing, though. Tonka's
right out the wallet.
Yeah, Tonka's absolutely right. The quartering, he's going to get away with this. You know why? Because, as far as I'm aware, we're the only people that have spoken about it, and we may be the only people that speak about it, which means that nobody else is going to talk about it.
Well,
I mean,
no, because...
maybe it'll get picked up now that he's under all of this heat from YouTube gaming for the whole other thing. But a lot of times, we point out a lot of things that everyone else seems to miss.
No, I think it's selective. I do. I mean,
it's absolutely fucking selective.
Is that there's no way this goes undetected. I mean, look, everybody has done some hypocritical shit, especially on the internet, because you're on a live show for hours a day talking. So trust me, if you backpedal far enough, you'll find something that's probably okay. Maybe that was a little gray. Maybe I shouldn't have said it like that. Whatever. that it's almost impossible not to do it. But so blatant. I mean, to literally call somebody out for the exact same, not kind of the same thing, the exact same thing that you just bitched about, and you go and do it. I don't see how
It would
people
have
think
been easier on him by a scotch if it would have at least been a different fund the government had set up. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yes. Just a little bit different. But
But
this
it
is
wasn't.
exactly
It was
the
the
same thing.
same program, same situation, one person company, both streamers. The only difference is Quartering got
You have an LLC.
$33,000,
The only
and
difference is the quartering didn't make a video about the quartering. That's the
Also
only thing
that.
happened.
also that.
I mean, it's exactly the same thing.
From the same pile of money.
Yes.
Like, fuck, if people want to donate to you, that's cool. Like, when people donate to the show, I appreciate the fuck out of it. Very cool of them. I like it. That's cool. We never sit around and like solicit donations and shit. You'll see some shows they just spam at you. Oh, well, you have to donate or this and this and this. What the fuck ever. But to get people like, guys, the channel's going down. Everything you like, it's all going away unless you give me money. Like, and to do it on a regular basis. And
Yeah.
then to know he did this, where he is, how much he jacked? 32 grand?
32 grand from the American taxpayers.
That's a lot of magic cards.
That's
That
a
is.
whole lot of magic cards he's buying.
That's a lot.
To do that and then go on to fucking Twitter and start flexing at people about how he's
Here's
gonna.
the. Do we know the order? Do we know the order, like in which it happened? Like, did he call Destiny on it and then turn around and file for it, or did he file for it and still make a video
Somebody.
about
That's
Destiny?
probably what happened. He did the Destiny video and he's like, "Now hold up a
That's
minute."
not a bad idea.
Yep. Like he went in and did the Destiny video and he was like, "All right, let me
If you
look into
can't get
that.
it, join him. Fuck it.
Let me go find that shit."
I mean,
Yeah, I imagine
it doesn't.
he applied for the thing after Destiny. He's like, well, fuck it. You know, but
He heard something scummy, ranted and raved against something scummy, and then went and applied to do something scummy. Amazing.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
Oh my
Bully Under
God.
Brad had thrown in and said that's who he used when he got beat up, I think. Huh. He's talking about the lawyer earlier. So that might be what everybody's talking about. Godart Bazaar
yeah.
threw in and said, "Old lady frowned at me. Please send money."
actually,
You're the lady.
yes.
You're the lady.
Second, I can show this right here.
Gadfly threw 5 and said, "Here's that 5 you requested, Tonka. Hope your family can eat tonight." Oh my god. You don't understand. We may be able to buy
Milk.
an entire package so that we can sit there and not have to share one slice of ham.
But
Shit.
yes, the date approved on this loan is July 21st, 2020. This video,
No.
yeah, this video of him shitting on Destiny, May 28th, 2020.
No.
So he literally
So good.
rendered the,
So good.
he rendered the video about the
It's so
guy that
good.
uploaded.
Within
He said,
2
"You know
months of
what,
making
fuck
this video, he had his loan approved.
What
He was
a
on the
fucking dickhead.
And
he
he
was on the phone with Bill Richardson 20 minutes after he uploaded that video.
well, maybe this goes to motive, really, because in the video he does talk about how, you know, the first round of the Triple P program, it was gone within like 14 days. It went, you know, it was like Cyberpunk going off the shelves. But maybe he was mad that he missed out on the first round and had to wait for the second round.
Poor motherfucker.
Let me be clear, man. Like I said, I am heavily against cancel culture. I am absolutely against flagging channels. I am 100% against deplatforming. almost under any case. But Hamley, if you ever see this, Bubba, I liked you, man, and I gotta be honest, dude. This is a shit look, brother. I can't defend this. This is pretty bad. Wow, wow, wow. Shit.
You're
You know,
such a dickhead.
damn you, Tonka. That's the one thing, man, that's horrible about being over here and hanging out with you guys. Is like
I will
so many
peel your
times.
eyes open and make you
So
hate
many times
everyone you look at.
I've come into people that I genuinely liked, and he just shit on my hopes and dreams. Thanks, Tonka.
I don't even mean to do it.
Appreciate it.
I make people hate people that they liked 5 minutes ago, and I don't
What's
even
your
mean to do
take
this shit.
What's your take on Santa Claus? Go ahead.
You don't
Fuck that one up for me.
Burglary's illegal, all right? I'm just saying. Burglary is illegal as fuck. It ain't even what I'm trying to do. But Godard threw in and said, so when I lost my job for several months for not being essential to society, this fat sack of potatoes got $32K and was getting donations. That seems to be an accurate assessment, madam. Well done. McGruff threw in another two.
And this
said,
loan was
go
directly
ahead.
for people like you.
The fund was supposed to be for people to not lose their jobs. And so, yes, while it was meant for people like you to be helped out, it went to the quartering.
Yes.
The guy who
will then
about
turn
how he doesn't
around
need
and
money.
ask you for money.
Yes. The e-beggar who also e-flexes his e-money. It's fucking painful. We're in a painful place. All right. And all right, I'm not even trying to be shitty. All right, and I'm not trying to use Godard's specific situation. But like for real, think about this. This fund was created to help someone specifically in her situation.
Yes.
Me, like a dick, I have just shown her not one, but two of these random fucking streamers who the money they get from people who are people spam money at these dipshits. All right. I think the money that I get is more than fucking crazy to do what we do. These idiots, people fling money at them.
He's got 1 million sub count, doesn't he? Hadn't he cracked 1 million on that channel?
Yes, he has 1 million subs.
These are giant channels.
Because I remember when he was on Tim Pool's live stream 6-8 weeks ago, and I knew he was tapping all over 900,000. And considering Tim has about 50,000 in the chat, I figured he'd probably cracked 1 million by now.
That was probably his plan, is to crack 1 million.
Well, yeah,
We'll
he's
probably
over
help
1
him.
million.
That's all fine.
He's at
the point I'm getting to a fucking point.
Sorry.
All this shit going on, all that shit that they have going for themselves, the income he gets off of Patreon is more than most people make by leaps and bounds, man. Like, it's not even comparable. That's not enough. When everybody else is struggling, people like him and Destiny have to dip into the shit that's supposed to help people
They
who are
have
like,
to
go
scam the government.
It isn't even they have to scam the government. It's that they have to try to get in and get as much as they possibly can from people when they have more than enough. Like, this isn't even like a communist thing. This isn't even like they are trying to get money out of anything that they fucking can at the fucking detriment of the people who they're also going to turn around and beg to give them more money. I just took a bunch of money out of the workforce. Also, workforce, please go contribute to my fucking donation page. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a horrible fucking person.
And look, man, we've seen channels. I've never seen a YouTube that while it may be around for 10 years, yes, there's peaks and valleys. One day you're on top and you got 20,000 in the chat and you're making money hand over fist. It's very hard to sustain that forever. I don't care what kind of content you do. So I understand getting what you can while you're here. I do get that. But I can almost understand a little bit had either one of them turned around and done a video after they got their money. By all means, get your money, boo. Go and get your paper.
No,
Whatever.
yeah.
But at least turn around. Why don't you
Get
show some other
your
people?
money. The key word usually in that is money. Today, the key word in that sentence is your. Get your money. Don't go and take other people's money.
Because I'm going to say most people didn't even know this was a thing. So, at least do a video. Why don't you show other people who really do need that money that, hey, there's some programs. I actually just filed for it. Here's how you can file for it. If you need some help, shoot me a message.
Well, he
this
didn't
program
want to do
ain't for
that
them.
because that means there's going to be more fucking applicants in there that he may have to compete with. No.
Yeah, this
That ain't
program
what he's
ain't for
doing.
them. This is the Streamer Relief Fund. I mean, it's titled the
That's what they looked at
PPP,
it
but
as.
that was a typo.
That's really shit. That's really shit that's what they did.
I just can't believe he literally called him out for doing it, and then less than 7 weeks later, he was doing it too.
Oh, I can believe it.
Wow.
I see shit like this all the time.
Wow.
We see shit like this all the time, but it's just weird to see the video up there of him burying Destiny for doing it, and then we have the date where he literally did it the next month, or like a month and a half later, something like that.
And the other shit note of this is we know that there's at least a group of other relatively good sized creators that watch this show, despite they will tell you they do not, i.e. Toe Rogan. So seeing how they're using terminologies, we know that they watch this show.
Well, I'll do one better for you, Willow. Just the other day, Nick was talking shit about people who had to get unemployment. Do you think he'll touch this with a 10-foot pole?
Well, that's why I'm wondering if half of them don't go and file for the same shit now that they just saw this.
All we have done now is made it to where everybody's going to end up probably going to get this. I don't know if we should have talked about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I'm afraid now you're going to have a lot.
We're in the wrong part of YouTube to talk about this and expect people to do the right shit. They're not. They're fucking.
Well, you're gonna know here just shortly. If that closet all of a sudden has nice throw pillows and a sectional, you're gonna know.
We'll know. McGruff threw in too. He said, for your Baker bucket, no empty bed. American Gadfly threw 5 and said, Santa breaks into your house to give your sleeping children presents. Nobody should have to F this up. Slacker threw in another 2 and said, these bums need to get owned by IRS about this. I ain't calling IRS on. I ain't gonna... Mike Rotunda is a busy man, all right? And if he has to bust out the fucking bow tie to go knock on the quartering's door, he'll be smacking him around, beat him over the head with the fucking briefcase, bam off the roast, big old fucking flying lariat, 1, 2, 3, we're done. He ain't even gonna hit him with the write-off. We ain't even busting out the Samoan drop. He ain't wasting his time throwing him up on his shoulders. The quartering's a weak fucking bitch, and he'll be crying by the time it's done and peeing all over the floor like he does all the other time. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
You know how much I want to see that?
Then when the quartering jumps up and starts talking about how he's going to sue his ass for doing that shit, fucking IRS just going to turn around at him. And right when he lifts up his glasses like he about to tell him to pay his tax, he just goes, in the past.
That's old shit. Are we talking about the stream a long time ago where he was inebriated and something about his wife went out without him one night? So he sat there, got drunk on a stream.
And peed in the floor.
And asked for a bunch of money, then said he was going to piss in the basement.
And peed in the floor.
Off. Yeah, I remember that.
He pissed on the drain of the floor.
He peed in the floor.
I remember that. And he kept asking for subscribers.
Dirty motherfucker.
I remember that. He was blitzed on that stream. Do
you remember that time we told all the chat to make small businesses?
Yeah. That
I
was
think we
supposed to
made
be a
mistake.
joke.
I think we made a mistake. I think
Oh,
they're
maybe
all.
I should get a loan for my hat and shoe bakery.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're all gonna. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody's gonna talk about the quartering. Why would we rat you guys out? Fine. Everybody, go get giant fucking loans for your one employee businesses. It's perfectly fine. So saith the quartering, and nobody says anything to him about it. So fuck it.
Look, I'm not gonna say I am or ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna tell you, there's not gonna be a video of me talking shit about anybody doing it. Let me just say that. Wow.
Alright. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be a lot more charitable than what he deserves.
Oh.
I don't know his particular circumstances. I don't know anybody's circumstances. I only know my own. Maybe like him saying that he saying that he's a millionaire, things like that. Maybe he's just talking shit. Maybe he's trying to flex.
The man bought a fucking aircraft.
What?
He bought a plane.
Really?
He's on Twitter right now flexing about how he has enough money to make things hard, and he'll drain it. He'll drain all your money away and all this shit.
Yeah,
while begging for money.
I thought maybe he was just talking
He just
shit.
took
Like,
$32,000 of it away.
Oof.
well, I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and think, all right, maybe you're just talking shit, trying to sound
Don't
tough,
do it,
but
bro.
really, you're in a hard dire straits. Like, because realistically, we don't know what the fuck's going on. That could be the case, maybe.
If he's in dire straits, he can sell the plane.
But if he's got a fucking plane, come on, man.
Come on, fat.
You don't need no government money when you got plane money.
Yeah.
Plane money, legal team money, but he ain't got no YouTube don't like me no more money.
Building extensions to his house and naming it after Brie Larson money.
What?
He built an extension to his house and called it, and he named it after Brie Larson.
He named part of his house after somebody?
Yes.
Why
Somebody
her, though?
who
I thought he
he-
hated her.
Somebody he don't
Because
like.
the money for going at her paid for the fucking extension on his house.
So it's the Brie Larson wing.
Okay, so he's got boats, he's fucking owns his own house, he's renovating it to flex on people. I would say that it's safe to assume that he did not need this $32,000.
Yeah, I would say. It's
I don't know Destiny's situation, maybe Destiny.
What a stretch, Akujin.
Well, fuck.
Are you sure he didn't need $32,000 to go along with his
I'm pretty
giant
sure
fucking
now.
Patreon and his fucking super chats and his fucking AdSense and his fucking sponsorships and his? Are you sure?
Oh yeah, let's not forget he also bought an off-roader a few weeks ago.
I mean, look, if you
That named after another woman that he's been going at. I can't remember what woman it was though.
if you tell me that you
Well-
ain't got gas money, all right, you broke. If you tell me that you ain't got gas money for your jet, I don't want to hear your shit.
I
I'm just
don't
gonna be
think it's a
real.
jet. I think he's just got himself a little flyer. Like, man, it's going to be
It's
like one of
a
those
prop.
10, 15 gram flyers. Something like that.
So we're talking like a little single engine Cessna.
Man, it's getting hard to fill up my Cessna in this economy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How am I gonna put gas in my tour bus to go to VidCon? Money's so tight.
Now, again, if money's tight, motherfucker could sell a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
know.
possibly a luxury that you could do without, sir.
I mean,
If I'm hard up
you gotta,
and I got a plane sitting in my back pocket, you best believe
Gone.
I'm gonna be selling that plane.
Boat gone. 4-wheelers gone. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not sure exactly what type of plane it is he has.
I don't
But,
care. It's a plane.
If it flies,
no,
it's worth at least
just to make the point. If you're buying like a Cessna new, it can cost like $75,000. And they're small single prop planes.
I don't care if it was a rinky-dink fucking plane. Realistically, I mean, you're absolutely not using it to get from A to B. That's for damn sure. All right, it's not for work. You're not commuting. Owning a plane is 100% for leisure, recreation, status, whatever.
The plane can go. I think everybody agrees.
Unless your job is I'm a pilot and I'm running like a skydiving company or something.
Instruction school.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Then you don't need a plane.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can definitely get rid of your plane before you tell the government to give you $32,000 after you've yelled at somebody else for doing the same.
Yeah, because I seriously doubt he's flying over poverty-stricken neighborhoods and dropping bags of money of that 32 million. I guarantee that shit ain't happening. Guarantee it ain't.
Could you imagine he's doing fucking flybys like fucking Mr. Moneybags out there looking like goddamn Scrooge McDuck just flinging the shit out of get the fuck.
Slinging Magic the Gathering cards at the back of the son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm sure that shit did not happen. Just call it a hunch.
On the back of every single card is his catchphrase: like and subscribe.
All right, everybody be nice to Goat Lady in the chat. She's having a moment, all right? She said, so he used $32K to buy a plane while people are starving and offing themselves, but he has the nerve to talk about elites. Mr. Potato Head. I get it.
I tell you straight up, I ain't made 32 grand last year. I can guarantee you what I do for a living is absolutely not essential. It's all I can do to land acoustic gigs right now because everything is shut down. I mean, everything. Like, I don't have a single show on the calendar. Nothing. I am absolutely. I didn't make 32 grand last year.
Midnight in Exile is saying that the quartering lost a $90,000 bet to them. Say what?
Fuck off.
How does that even work?
Did he pay it?
Did he pay you?
I'm assuming the answer is no. I mean, a lot of people get a little bit iffy, when it comes to paying their bets.
Pay thine debts.
Yeah, no, he didn't pay the bet.
Chris knows all about that.
Yep. That sounds about right.
And Midnight in Exile apparently has evidence of that. So.
How? Yeah, I don't know. Send it to Akujin. If it's funny, we'll look at it. It could be funny. I think that could be funny.
Yeah, if you look in the description of this show, my Twitter account is there, Akujin. So send me a DM. We'll have a little look-see.
Damn.
The PPP loan, though.
And I was never a huge fan of the guy. I definitely don't want his channel to get, struck down or deplatformed or any of that shit. But
I never wanted any of their channels to get taken down, but they all seem hell-bent to get that to be the case.
But you're making it like Jeremy, you're making it hard for me to root for you right now, Bubba.
I ain't rooting for him. I don't want any of them. Any of the people we talk about, I don't want their channel gone. That's not what I'm doing. I want them to stop being pieces of shit. That would be nice.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this YouTube little helper gamer guy, whatever he is. To me, you guys are kind of supposed to be somewhat neutral in this. That doesn't seem to be the case either. I'm not a big fan of that. But damn, man. I'd be lying if I said I haven't heard shitty things about the guy. I've heard him.
Who, the quartering?
Nothing quite as, yeah.
Oh, he's massive scumbag.
I've never, knew of government scamming of funds or anything like that. And look, man, legally he's probably within his rights to do it. That's fine. So I might even not even use the term scam. Whatever.
He did.
Do I think he needed the money? Probably not.
He used the term scam when it was fucking
with Destiny.
Destiny doing it.
Yeah, I need to go see that video. I didn't even know about that because I don't watch the guy.
It was a scam for real.
You
serious?
I'm pretty sure he said that. Look, I may be wrong. I don't know. Don't quote me. I can imagine the rhetoric used, and I don't imagine it was very Destiny friendly. I imagine it was highly critical, to say the least.
Do you think the word scam appeared?
I'm pretty sure it did. But,
he hadn't had the idea yet. All right, so I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, if I'm guessing, I would say it probably did too, because, the way I came on here and kind of explained that story, I mean, Tonka was right. Of course, it was hyped up more than I hyped it up. And maybe that's where I would suck as a YouTuber, because I can't do the clickbaity thing or be hyperbolic and exaggerate shit drastically just to get people in the door. I've never been one to do that. And I have seen a whole lot of that going around in that circle, so... Did the word scam come up in the video? Yeah, I would say if I were just waging a bet, I would say probably. God,
I don't know whether I
that is
bet 90k on it, but I definitely bet $50 that it was.
I mean, that is literally not kind of hypocritical. That's not kind of the same thing. That's the exact same thing that you just bitched about.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is the definition of hypocrisy.
Like, I understand being a hypocrite sometimes because it's some gray area and you kind of miss the correlation between the two and you didn't really think about it like that. Okay, dude, that shit happens. Everybody's guilty of it at least once. It happened. But there's no way you can miss this one. You literally did a video about the guy. You said, damn, that's really not a bad idea. And then you went and did the exact same thing after hammering somebody for doing it. The exact same.
Yeah.
Like, that is textbook hypocrisy. Absolutely. Wow. How do you think that shit would just go unnoticed? Like,
Because it did.
Got to define unnoticed.
This happened like 7 months ago, 8 months ago.
Did it go unnoticed or did it go ignored?
Yes.
Okay, ignored. We'll take ignored. But that makes me then think, are there other streamers that did it too? And that's why nobody wants to talk about it?
Yes. Look, anytime the government is willing to throw out money, I guarantee you that there is a lot of people who do not need it who go for it. That's just life.
Oh, where I live, you saw it, like, even in disaster. I'll never forget when Hurricane Katrina happened. 2006.
Before we go, Water Jabbers through and said, just got here, YouTubers taking PPP loans now? ? Can you put the thing up on screen again?
That definitely seemed
the
to be happening.
quartering the quartering had gone at Destiny for taking a PPP loan. He's horrible for doing so. It's fucked up. And then
7 weeks later.
7 weeks later, the quartering took out a PPP loan for his company of 1 employee.
Yeah, for damn near twice as much.
Yeah.
All of it going for payroll.
Cause see that, oh my god, that's just rough, man. That's a tough one to explain away there. I don't think you can. I don't think there's any reasonable.
I'd like to see him try.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it. Because I've sat here for the last 30 minutes, man, and it's all in the detail. It's all in the wording. You can explain away anything to a degree, but it doesn't make it a good explanation. There's not really any explanation. I mean, it makes you a liar about something. Either you're a liar about how much money you have, you're a liar about the amount of money your channel generates, You're flexing lies. You lied about something. If you actually needed this money, then that makes everything else that's ever come out of your mouth about your money a lie. There's no way it lines up. I mean, you lied about something somewhere to do with your money, which I mean, it's your money. Do with it what you will. But when you call somebody out for something and then you turn around and do the same thing, I think that opens the door of scrutiny a little bit.
Jabbers through 5 and said, but I heard jobless with a YouTube channel is the way to go. Well, you can also open up shell companies and, you know, you can get more money that way. The greed, man. Like, I mean, everybody, we said earlier, get your money. Your money. Get your money. Do not get everybody else's money.
And you can even defend it to a certain degree with this, that business management 101 is if you own 3 companies, you never take money from the 2 companies that are kicking ass to supplement the company that's ailing. You don't do that. If this company is dying, you let it die. You don't start funding the dead company with the 2 good companies. So that's how he would play this, would be to say, hey, Patreon is the quartering. That is Jeremy Hambley. That is me. This is a private LLC. This is a business that was ailing at the time. It needed the money. I am not taking my personal YouTube channel money to supplement a failing marketing company. That's going to be the excuse. And to some degree, that is right. But when you tell that to a room full of people who are non-essential workers who can barely feed their families right now, I don't give a damn how you spin that. That leaves a shit taste in people's mouth who can't make rent right now. Why you have a fucking plane in the yard. That's a tough sale, Halsey.
Well, maybe you need to hire him. Because he's in an about section. He says he's an elite strategic internet marketer and he can help build your business to 7 figures. He's done it.
I mean, well, if he's pulling $32,000 in a single day with absolutely no overhead, I'd say that's pretty damn ingenious. You know, free money. Free money. It doesn't get much better
right now. That's what he's gonna do. I'm telling you.
Wow.
He's gonna take you right to the top. Thousands and thousands, day one.
This is one of those things that even if it's totally legal, it just looks bad. I mean, the optics of it is horrific.
Well,
you have a plane in your yard.
Spamming the bullshit he's spamming out into the world. Yeah, and I'm calling it spam. It's 10 videos a day. That's spam. I'm sorry. That's what it is.
God, the optics of this is just awful. Like, I mean, there's plenty of people on the platform that I don't like, but I can still respect their hustle. I can respect, you know, what they've done.
10 videos a day is a hustle.
It's hard to not lose a little respect for this one. That's, God almighty. Ouch.
Water Jabbers gave him 5 and said, yeah, it's a marketing company. It's making enough to pay him $12K. He's not pulling $32K a day. Yo, fuck.
He did
Slacker gave to him and said, and I'm still waiting on that $1. Sir. Sir, please donate to save my show. We're under attack.
Because I'm sure, just like any other government assistance, they're going to crawl all up the ass of your finance. Which means he had to have had it separated because they're going to look at Patreon. They're going to look at shit like that and go, dude, you don't need it. You're pulling 10 grand, 20 grand a month on Patreon. We're not giving you $32,000. However, clearly he didn't have to show that money because it's a separate entity. So I don't know exactly how he managed to pull it off, but I mean, obviously it was legal. But like I said, I mean, you know, if you can get free money, just hand it to you. I can say that, yeah, you probably will report record-breaking quarters. Sure.
Well, I'm not sure what he's making on Patreon, but according to Social Blade, he's making between 6 to 100K monthly.
Well, you can do this right now. You can just bring up just the quartering, just Google the quartering Patreon.
I
And
did,
it'll
and
at
I
least
couldn't
show you how many
find it.
Patreons he has. It won't tell you the exact amount, but it'll show you how many. You can figure the worst tier on there would be blank and at least have a ballpark estimate.
Well, I googled the quartering Patreon and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, he may actually have. Just not totally sure. Looked. Only reason I even did that was because Charlie, Moist Critical, Penguins, whatever you want to call him, the guy who a lot of people are crediting to running off the Maximilian Muss or whatever, he did a thing about that the other day. I was unaware that he gave away his AdSense money and a lot of the shit that he brings in off YouTube and pretty much lives off Twitch. And he broke his down the other day. And that's the way he figured it, was just the rock bottom tier. So he figured of his 60 whatever thousand subscribers on Twitch, he figured it all at the absolute rock bottom $5, and then split it in half at 50%, which obviously you get more of it than that, but he split it at 50%. That was no donations, that was no Patreon, that was no AdSense, that was no YouTube money. Just off Twitch, he was pulling bare bone minimum showing $35,000 a month.
Bare minimum.
Well, that was all at $5 tier. That was all tier 1 Twitch subs. That doesn't count the 2 tier or the 3 tier. He was pulling over 30 grand a month, and that's just Twitch. And that's if they're all $4.99 tier.
Okay.
That's insane. I can't even imagine making that kind of money. And now I'm sure the quartering is not making that.
Well, if they're all doing all that, that just kind of means why the fuck would they have done that and taken the loans from the government? That doesn't. Why would that jive with their audience, who all seem to be the type who jump on people who go for freebies? You know, like that person they were going at who got a free PlayStation. Are PlayStations worth $32,000?
Yeah.
Well, it's okay when they get the freebies. It's not okay when anybody else gets the freebies.
It seems to be people are okay with freebies if you like the person. If you don't like the person, then... And see, that seems to be the narrative of social media and YouTube, period. Like, they're rallying for Jeremy's channel right now. I am too, to a degree. Like I said, I don't want anybody's channel taken down. I don't like people being deplatformed. But if Tonka gets his channel taken down, do you think anybody over there would say a word about it?
They
Probably
would say
not.
words about it, but they would be words of celebration.
And see, that I can't do that either. I cannot like you. Tipster gets his channel taken down tomorrow, I would rally for him just the same. I really would. Swear to God. I'm not a fan of that. Rules for thee, not for me kind of shit. Yeah, I'm not big on that. If I'm against, it happening to this person, I got to be against it happening to this person. But I don't think everybody else feels that way. I mean, I've already witnessed it. Just in the last 6-8 months, I've seen a whole bunch of shit that, well, now hold up. The same thing happened to this guy. You ain't going to say nothing about that? Oh, yeah, you don't like him. So, fuck that guy. That's just shitty, man. It's just shitty.
That's kind of because, you are a normal human being who has the ability to have one standard across the board. These are fucking idiot twats. They don't.
Yeah.
And there's
I'm
times
not
I
sure
hate it. I'm
exactly
gonna be
how
honest.
much money this guy's earning. It doesn't really tell me. But however much he was hoping to raise, apparently he's 47% of the way complete to complete protection against the cancer culture mob attacking us right now.
He feels it's a symptom of cancer culture. Or cancel culture.
Cancer culture.
Also rallying to the part of you are part of this. They're not just attacking me, they're attacking us. All of us. Every last one. The fans.
Yeah, if you like the quartering, they're attacking you.
Fuck off.
don't think he loses his channel over this anyway, to be honest. So here's a question for all the people that donated to it: if his channel remains intact and nothing happens, which is what I think will happen, nothing. Does this money go back, return to sender? I'm gonna say probably not.
Why would it?
I'm gonna say probably not. Or how about give it to somebody who actually did need it?
He's got another boondoggle to buy.
The boondoggle.
Term meaning massive waste of money.
Not to veer this in
Boondoggle.
Yep, that is a term.
total different direction, but speaking of people doing GoFundMe's and nothing ever becoming in any kind of fruition thereof, I stumbled upon an old video like 2 days ago. This is way off subject, and if y'all don't want to get into this is cool because I already kind of know the answer. But I was unaware that I remember CRP was gotten a lot of hot water about a book. I never knew that was a crowdfunded thing. Did anything ever become of that money?
It never got released.
The CRP book, well, it got released to some people, but it turns out it was somebody else's book.
Whoa! No, okay, that I didn't know. I was just expecting you to say no money because I couldn't find anything about it. I could not find anything ever coming out. I just knew a bunch of people started calling him a scammer, and it just popped up my recommended like 2 days ago, so I watched it. And I was like, oh, okay, I remember the book, the whatever Boulevard, which whatever it was. Anyway, and so I watched this little thing about it, and I was like, oh shit, that was crowdfunded. I didn't know that. And of course, you can read all the comments in the GoFundMe of people just hammering this guy. And then that was it. There was supposed to be a follow-up video. I couldn't find it. I was just, what is it about the internet, man? Is it the internet that makes people just want to give their money to complete fucking weirdo liars? Or, because I mean, to
Easier
some
to
degree,
deceive people on the internet.
well, because like when I was talking about the Patreon thing earlier, I used to feel like it was kind of shitty for the guy giving up his money, that it was a paid friendship kind of thing. But these people, I don't feel real bad for them because the same people that are your Patreon, they will pay you for exclusive content, but they're also a Patreon of this guy, and then they will take the shit that was exclusive in your Patreon and go over here and out shit that shouldn't be outed that was in your Patreon. So it's kind of not even just buying friendship. You're literally paying for content. It's like reality TV, but you get to help shape the narrative because you can now take that shit from that Patreon and go leak it over here. So I don't really feel bad for the people that are joining Patreons because a whole lot of them are in it for fuckery. They're not in it to be your friend anymore. Then, the whole thing is just kind of a mess, man. It's like a very imperfect system where everybody is rallying for something. God, man, it's just like a fucking cesspool of just jackasses. Internet, horrible fucking place.
The internet
Just horrible.
smells. The internet
It
smells. And it's mostly because of the beards these people have. You can tell they're very unkempt.
Oh, God.
Well, the amount
What
of
about my
crop
beard? Is my beard all right? Do I have a good beard?
No.
Fuck you.
It's fine. It's fine, Alex.
By the way,
I mean,
It's a very beardly
it's
beard.
Hold on.
serviceable beard. It's
Okay.
there.
hold on. Since we already did it some in the chat and we've talked about the beard some, I'll go ahead and talk about it a little bit. Yes, I'm going back and forth with a dude in the chat who has been flipping out since I revealed to him that Apple Vision.
That's the guy?
Yeah,
That's
this is
him,
a
and
funny
he
story.
is losing his shit in the chat. He's like, you could never show up to Pro-South and handle like a real man. You could never show up there. I was there for 2 years. Where the fuck were you? Sit down.
Oh, is this the guy who?
Ain't
who
nobody
loves Apple
sweating
Vision?
you. Nobody was sweating you 10 years ago. I wasn't sweating you when I stood next to you smoking a fucking cigarette, having a... What are you talking? Nobody's sweating you. And ain't nobody gonna work a fucking angle with you now. Go be irrelevant somewhere else. Fuck. What the fuck is with these people? I'm sorry that going on Cog Show didn't rocket you into mattering.
Oh, that's
Maybe
that
it
guy.
would have if
Yeah,
you could do a spine
spine.
buster without your leg breaking. I don't know.
I remember that.
The guy's amazing, but he has been having a problem. I went onto the Grapple Vision page where he had left a nice comment at me. He said, delete my comment on your video. Nobody deleted it. I showed it to everybody in the Discord. We've been making fun of you.
Yeah, we
You're
thought it was hilarious.
Go ahead, Akujin, tell him. I'm not making it up. Everybody thinks you're a fucking riot, dude.
It was fucking
You were
funny.
sitting there sucking my ass, and then I'm like, hey, by the way, I'm that guy who you hate, and you've been subscribed to my channel for 3 years, saying all kinds of nice things on my videos and how brilliant I am. I'm that guy you hate, and I think you're lame. And I just wanted you to know that. And you've been having a piss fit for weeks over this.
That's gotta sting to find out you're a superhero.
For weeks,
is
you've been
actually
having a
attractive.
piss fit that you thought that I was brilliant. Get over it.
Took
Get
away-
over it. Everybody else has to get over it. You need to get over it too.
You took away his favorite creator. He loved
I didn't
Grapple
mean to
Vision
do
until
it.
he found out
I
Grapple
didn't mean to
Vision was
do
you.
it. If you want to bring it on screen? Can we bring this on screen so everybody knows why he's having such a fucking piss fit right now?
Just send it to
You
me.
really are the
Go
devil.
ahead. Go ahead. Bring it on screen.
Oh,
Go ahead and bring it on screen.
Shoot that over to me.
Jessica says that's
I'll look
pretty
for it.
sweet. Okay, hold on.
that's gotta be absolutely dreadful to find
That's
out.
terrible.
Oh,
You're
dude, it
terrible.
was fucking
This is
funny.
a real thing that happened. It's in the Discord. This has been weeks. That's why it's fucking like, why are you here, you dork? He was in my comments. We're talking like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. In 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, spamming shit at me. Dude, shh.
That's what did it to you.
Shh. Get over it. It's been weeks now. You've been salty for weeks. Shh. You listen close. Shh.
His favorite.
Also,
favorite
I hope
creator.
you're liking the new background on Grapple Vision.
It is a good background. He said, "Why haven't you been at Pro?" I left Pro South. I went there for 2 years. Well, was Roman Miller the only person that would job to you in the past month of your? Well, I'm pretty sure there were about 4 of them. But okay. Do I need to hammer myself over everybody in the company all month when I'm on my way out? Or do you know how wrestling works? Are you a big boy? Do you know how wrestling works? No?
Got
Yes,
it.
no? No. I'm
I
going to
gotta
take
go
that
turn
as a
my
no.
I
Do
have to go
what?
turn my monitor on now. I have to be able to see this. I don't even have my monitor on.
He's
Now I gotta
not
go move.
handling life well right now. Why haven't you been at Pro South? Why haven't you?
What is he obligated to
why
stay there forever
Normal
just for
people.
your benefit?
where was the winners and losers? Who the winners and losers were? What? He said
Normal
your last
people.
match was 4 and it was a ladder match, but no one wanted to step into the ring and jump to you. Yeah, actually, no. I booked it. I was the booker while I was there. Or maybe you didn't know that.
I could vouch for that.
Maybe you should stick to things that you know about. Like getting smashed out of your gourd and holding grudges at people because they're smarter than you.
You're wrecking this whole guy's world, Jonathan. You didn't made me dislike
maybe-
the quarter, and now you're gonna ruin this for him.
Well, I don't even mean to do it. He's talking about people being, oh, you're a tough guy behind the keyboard. You are watching my live stream, bitching in my chat because I don't care enough about you.
Or you could just join our Patreon.
It was obvious you had creative control. No one would give you a belt but you.
You obviously have
Actually,
no
I
idea.
didn't book that part. So
No,
again,
Ace did. I know more
Yeah.
about what was going on than you do. How the fuck is that happening?
Drugs.
this guy is a fucking mark to the end. He is so bitter right now. I'm sorry that I'm so awesome that you became a fan of me and now have to deal with the fact that you were subscribed to my YouTube channel for years and didn't know.
And that's
I'm
the funny
sorry
part.
that happened to you.
Thanks for the views, by the way.
I appreciate all the compliments you gave me, alright? I appreciate them.
Do you think he went back through all of your
maybe he's not a
videos
bad
and
guy.
changed his upvotes to downvotes when he found out it was you?
I hope he did.
Because he seems like that
Get
kind
it
of salty
all out of your
bitch.
system, child. Get it all out of your system. Whatever you gotta do. You're pushing 40, dude. You've been bitching about me for 10 years. I have not sweated you for a second of each of it.
He's been bitching about you for 10 years.
How did he
Yes.
end up on Cog
Wait,
show?
Okay, so you've
Because
hated
he's
this
been bitching
guy.
about me for 10 years. He
You've hated-
swears I didn't shake his hand the one time I had met him at some show. I had, but he wouldn't know that because he's a fucking dumb drunk. And he just wants to bitch and be in the in crowd of whoever he's talking to. So he wants to have a story to bitch about something. He saw Cog had numbers. He hops, ooh, I know that guy. I know that. And he's, I took his girlfriend once. No, you didn't. You couldn't take anyone's girlfriend. You know, fucking pot belly ass. Get the fuck out of here.
So you've
Ain't
had a
nobody
boner about
sweating
him
you.
for 10 years. Where were you
Nobody
during
sweat-
the 2 years he was at Pro South every fucking Friday?
That's what's amazing about
But-
it. Now he's like, why don't you come to Pro South? Where the fuck were you for the 2 years that I was there?
He like
If I'm the one who hides behind the keyboard, I was there every week for 2 years. Where were you? It was advertised. Everybody else seemed to be able to find me. Jerk or Mortar, did you find me okay? Gadfly, you're in the chat. Did you find me okay?
even Bastard Beast found you. It was just at the wrong time.
Well, he didn't find me. He found the building and then left 2 days before.
Yeah, but you know, it was
I am one of
Tonka
the-
adjacent.
If you wanted some, I was the easiest guy to find. The truth is, you didn't want none. And I have the fucking interactions between you and Ace where you're like, you want to bring me in to go against Robert? And he's like, nope.
Now he's stopped wrestling
Where
for
is he?
2
Where did he
months,
go?
and now you want to be a badass. And like, why'd you show up to
Hold
Pro
on.
South? Now that you know that he stopped 2 months ago.
Hold up.
Pussy.
Give me a second. I will find it.
I looked in our DMs. I looked in
Hold on.
thing.
What, the comments?
Yeah,
Hold on.
I assume he has
Gotcha.
Tonka has it saved on his computer though.
No, it's somewhere in the disc. I'll find it. Keep talking amongst yourselves, you fucking marks.
I
It was in
had
the
no
wheel.
idea.
Take
this went
solace
so
in the
deep.
fact that at least you're not as big a mark as that fucking mark. Ya marks.
I didn't know nothing about this guy, and this guy has been obsessed with you for 10 years. Wow.
Years.
Where'd he go?
Wow.
Where'd you go, buddy? What?
Way to commit, though. I'll give you that.
That's impressive.
You leave? As soon as you find out that you don't know anything and somebody who's never been there knows more than you. Me.
There are
Then
a
you
lot of
leave.
guys that are obsessed with Tonka, but so this guy is the number one then.
I can't blame him for leaving though. That was embarrassing. I feel
Are you ready?
embarrassed for you.
Not nearly as embarrassed as he's gonna be if he's still around now because I found it. Here you go. So if you're ready to see exactly what got this grown man so fucking tilted, I'll let people read it. Who wants to play the part of mean old Tonka Saw? And who wants to play the part of the righteous hero who has come to save the day and give Tonka what he deserves? Old Derek Thor. Who wants to play that part?
I can do a stupid voice.
All right, good deal. Who wants to be? Anybody want to be me, or do you want me to be me? I can be me because I know exactly how I'll probably meant
Well,
to
I
say
mean,
it.
I think you're the
I'm
best
a
at
decent
doing it.
me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
mean,
decent me.
You do
I'm
a
not gonna
pretty,
lie, it would
pretty
be a
good
lot of
impression, yeah.
pressure to play the role of Tonka right in front of Tonka. It's kind of like, it's like doing a character that's still
Pressure.
alive. Yeah, it's a lot of
Pushing
pressure.
down on me. pushing down on you. No, for real though. I hope he's still around. I'm gonna give us a dramatic reading, okay, Derek? I think it's worth it. A dramatic reading for the boys.
He's probably ran off.
I don't think he's ran off. I think he is cry mad as a motherfucker right now. He just don't want to type no more.
Yeah, he ain't ran out.
Yeah, you can not type anymore. We'll just sit here and keep laughing at you for a minute while we read this. And let the chat know who that dickhead was.
God, I can't
Okay.
finish that.
So this is him just putting one of his mini comments under one of my videos. So whoever, go ahead and read it.
All right. I like how people say that they are talking about him. He must be doing something right. A lot of people were talking about Jared from Subway, too.
3 years later. By the way, Danny, this is Rob's channel. You know, the guy you hate because you swear he didn't shake your hand when you were blasted out of your mind backstage at a show. I'm sure you weren't aware you were actually a fan of my YouTube channel. That is probably awkward. You were telling people that I had a channel with like 100 subs or something dumb like that. Turns out the channel was actually around 50,000 subscribers. Not the smaller channel I just goof off on. All the while, you thought you were making moves lying to 100 people on some tiny channel and all that mess. It would be funny if it weren't so sad. I hope you've got your life together and it becomes worth living sometime soon. I would make a video about you, but I don't see any reason to be the first person to give a shit about your career outside of 2 counties in Georgia.
Why did you delete my comment, you vagina? Come talk to my face. Stop hiding.
Dude, that face! He's such a baby, dude. This is the middle of the night. He's doing this.
Come talk to my face.
I said that shit like 8 p.m. He's in the middle of the night screeching into the internet because he has been I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're a mark, bro.
Stop hiding.
My reply. More false bravado and nonsense. No one deleted anything and no one is meeting you. You've been around me multiple times and knew exactly where to find me if you have had issues for a long time. It's been a decade and I've not sweated you for a minute of it. Miss me with this weak attempt at trying to convince me you were anything but a salty mark who doesn't like a heel. It's time to grow up, man. Life is too short for you to be this salty in my comment section in the middle of the night. He has been bitching ever since. So, it seems obvious. Maybe I bothered him when I left that comment. Does it seem like I'm hiding?
I had a good take. I had a good take.
It was a good take, John. It was a really good take.
It was a good
It was a
take.
good take.
It was the best of takes. It was the worst of takes.
Now, isn't it funny to hear at the same time you're hiding when I'm literally revealing myself to him? Right? Like he's saying I'm hiding from... I am revealing myself to you. Witness me. What is he talking about?
I am barren in front of the Lord.
The fucking loser. Fucking loser. Piss off, eat shit and die, you shit tier fucking mark. God. It's ridiculous.
It is hilarious.
Ridiculous. What are you doing? I let him get away with like 15, 20 comments, but then it got ridiculous, and it got to a point where I need to call out this allegedly grown man. Hey, guy who's pushing 40 and who has pretended to have a feud with me for 10 years, when you've stood next to me several times and pretended like you didn't because you didn't actually want to have to do anything because you know your weak ass won't do shit. Hi, that guy. Hi, guy who has to pretend that I have some tangible line toward him so that he has some kind of tether to relevance. Hi. I revealed myself to you. No one's worried about you. No one sweats you. No one ever will. You're Danny only.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's the other thing, he likes to talk about, he said something about unoriginality earlier. You know what his wrestling name is? Danny Only. No, Danny Only. He literally stole his name. But he expects anyone to take him seriously. You stole your name from the fucking Misfits because you're that much of a fucking mark. And you don't have an original bone in your body. You don't have a personality. You have this pent-up fucking aggression at anybody who does anything that you know you can't do. Anyone who gets anywhere past where your weak ass can reach to. You can't stand it. You need to get a fucking handle on shit, man. I don't interact with you. You've held a weird grudge at me for 10 years to try to gain some sort of clout because I don't care about you. Showing up in my chat and crying, all it's going to do is be like, guys, remember that guy we laughed about? Okay, well, let's laugh about him again real quick. No one's sweating you. No one ever will. You need to grow up, Danny.
And change your name to Danny's Only Fan, because you are Danny's only fan.
And then, while you're walking around trying to convince everybody, who's like, oh, why won't you come to Pro South and do something? Keep in mind, you sat on your dopey fucking ass for 2 fucking years while you know exactly where I was for 2 fucking years straight. And you didn't do a goddamn thing. Just like right now, you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing.
You can't say you didn't know he was there, because not only did you meet him there at one point...
I know you knew I was there because you were bitching at Ace. He's like, I don't get why you even did this. Why would you bother with it? Da-da-da. Well, get over it, bro. Some people are more valuable than you. That's reality. Reality. So,
we're going to have words later on you revealing yourself to other people.
Okay. Look, I'll admit this. I could have not done that.
It was fucking hilarious, though. You should have absolutely done that.
I could have not. But it was funny.
It really was.
He's been a fan of the channel and subscribed to it for years. He's commented on a lot of videos about how brilliant they are and all this shit. So, yeah. It was funny.
He's fucking loving that dick until he turns around and finds out who he's taking it from.
Pretty much. Pretty much the situation he was in. And then he had the sad ass nerve to walk in here and do that shit, man. Get real with yourself. Get your shit together. What are you doing? Come on. Was I unfair just now? Was I being unfair to that guy?
Absolutely not.
I tried to let him just get his comments out and have his fucking cry wank in the chat. And he just kept going, so he's bothering people, so I let him know. This is a guy who's been having a fucking moan because I told him that he was a fan of my channel and he wasn't ready for that. And then finally I just talked about it. But there, you guys got to see it, so it was funny, right? We had a good time.
How did he... See, as I'm saying, you almost think normal people would have actually taken that and said, you know what, I've been a fan of this channel for a long time. Maybe I got this guy wrong. Maybe this guy's not that bad.
He has a vested interest in not liking me.
Yeah, apparently.
He doesn't know why. He swears it's because of a handshake. I don't know. I think it's more because he's very worried that he doesn't feel like any woman is safe around me. They're all just they cling to me like fucking magnets or some shit. I don't fucking know. He's very worried. I don't know. 10 years of worry. 10 years. This man has been bitching about an alleged handshake.
10 years a bitch. The new sequel to 7 Years a Slave.
10 years. He swears that's what it is. 10 years he's been crying about me and swears it's a handshake. Nah, motherfucker. You trying to get this dick and you ain't getting it. I ain't working an angle with you. I don't want to be your friend. I ain't giving you my phone number. None of that shit. You can go catch some dick from somebody else. It ain't gonna be me.
We ain't getting mad.
I've seen this behavior. I've seen this behavior when somebody just manufactures a problem with you. So I've seen this shit. You miss me with that. On next door or some fucking shit. Start talking about your bullshit. Fucking, you didn't shake my hand. It's in the past.
So
keep on walking. It's in the past.
Oh shit.
Tony, man, not even pen pals. Not even pen pals. Not even pen pals.
Not even pen enemies.
Yeah, we ain't. I don't know you. Guy who ripped off Danny Only. I don't want to know you. Guy who ripped off Danny Only. I'm not impressed by you. Guy who ripped off Danny Only. You don't impress me. And if I was the only one, then I have a feeling that you wouldn't be bitching about me 10 years later and still doing the same 7 shows you've done for the past 10 years. I have a feeling that I'm not the only one who is not impressed. Man, that's me. Fuck.
I feel like this may be bullying, but it was funny as hell.
This is the only bit of my life he gets to. I don't talk about that dope. Fucking even like when I did that, I put it in the Discord. We had a laugh. We ain't talked about it since. This motherfucker has done nothing but cry about that since. He's been sitting in the corner of his room having a fucking cry wank for the past 2 goddamn weeks because somebody made fun of him on the internet. You need to grow the fuck up. You're the most thin-skinned motherfucking wrestler I ever saw in my goddamn life. You're so much of a pussy-ass fucking mark. You ought to be sitting in the goddamn bleachers, not even thinking about lacing up no fucking boots and in the fucking back, sitting in a fucking locker room while you getting pissy about people talking about you on the internet. Get a set of fucking balls, you weak motherfucker. So sick of this shit. You know, I always talk about there's pussies on the fucking internet too. Look, they few and far between, but there's pussies in wrestling too. And you guys just got to meet one. Go sit there and come in here and talk to you guys about how, well, where were you at? Why won't you come back to Pro Cell? Well, why don't you go to Pro Cell? I'll meet you there. Why don't you meet me? You know where I was for a long goddamn time. Shut your fucking dick licker. Quit trying to play big bad. Get your fucking fingers off your fucking keyboard. Listen to that sticky fucking noise they make because you ain't got nothing but fucking cum crust on your hand from all them fucking cry winks. And go have another. Cry until your hand on that slimy shit and get it to a slide, slippity slide because I ain't got no fucking time for your ass.
Chocolate coming in hot savage on that ass today. God, I'm like, love it. Love it.
No, I just got no time for it. Got no time for it. So, other than that, did we do most of the topic? Did we get around and about it? Tiptoe around it, touch it, feel it, squeeze his titty?
Tiptoe through the
Did we do it? What we do? I feel like we got most of the quarter. I feel like we did. Maybe we didn't. Did we? Did I do that right?
I think we did cover things, yes.
Did I show correctly? Fucking. Y'all motherfuckers better talk. You're making me feel like a bully now. Ain't nobody saying nothing. They're just like, man, I don't even want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. Fuck. Man, I guess I am mean. Go ahead, call him back. Tell him I'm sorry as fuck. I should have never said that to you on Grappleville. I should have never said it. I should have never said it. It was toxic.
It was good. Well done.
Toxic.
I can tell my story.
I
That I
swear
was
to
gonna.
God.
I,
Okay. 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 No,
Look, you'll-
I'm gonna be cool about it. Alex, tell your story.
all right. Okay, listen. I accidentally ordered over 240 tortillas online.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, actually, it was let's see. It would have been exactly 336 tortillas that I have coming to the house. I'm going to have to freeze a lot of them so that I can use most of them, because I don't want them to go bad. But yeah, I was just going shopping, for like low carb stuff since I'm on a diet. And uh because I am very big brained, I went to the website that sells these low carb tortillas. And I noticed, that you can buy them. I thought one at a time because I'm an idiot. I saw one and I thought one tortilla because I don't know why I thought that, but I didn't want just one tortilla, so I moved it to 10. What it actually was one
Like
pack of 24 tortillas. So
oh my god.
I should have realized, when one tortilla costs $4.46, that should have been a giveaway that there was something wrong. And when I got to 10 packs, why it cost, like $50 plus shipping. And also after I ordered that, I went to Amazon because I was like, man, only 10 tortillas? And I was still searching for other things, other low carb things. I was looking for drinks and chips and stuff, the low carb. And and I found a much better deal. I was like, "Oh, look. There's a 96 tortilla thing here. This is nice." And it was much cheaper. So I bought that, and then I realized afterwards that I had actually bought 240 tortillas from this site, and so I have 96 coming from Amazon and 240 coming from Mr. Tortilla. And so I have 336 tortillas coming. 240 are pico de gallo and 96 are whole grain. So I will have a lot of tortillas.
You're gonna need a lot of
Alex,
salsa.
I know we say this a lot, you're not the brightest bulb in the box.
No,
How the fuck, man?
no,
Well, I
I'm
think
not. But I
what's
just
happened
wanted
this
to share
time
that with
is
you
you
because
hit the box
I
with the
thought
fucking
that for one, I told Heyman the other day that I would share that on the show because I mentioned it, and I thought that maybe, for one, I could make Blossom feel better after all that time from ordering stupid shit online, and fucking up, and people fuck up sometimes, ordering stuff, and I just wanted people to know, so sometimes you make mistakes.
You're a fucking donut.
But
Not
yeah.
kind. Not kind. But yeah, Alex, that's dumb as shit.
Yeah, that was a really dumb thing I did. But it's nice because I'll have bread. Lots and lots of bread. And it's all very, very healthy bread. So there's that. 336 tortillas.
You're so weird.
But I just thought I could brighten up everybody's day with my story of my 336 tortillas.
How does that even happen?
I don't know, man. It was just one of those things where I'll tell you what, after I realized, I laughed so goddamn hard because I was like, I'm such a fucking idiot. Because I was like, wait a minute. That's not tin.
The second I realized that I had bought 240 from one place, I fucking died. It was the funniest fucking realization. I died and just laughed on the fucking floor because it was like 240 tortillas from one place. So altogether, it's 336. That's a lot of fucking tortillas, man.
Is it though?
Is it though? That's fucking sad. All right. So have I survived the tortilla story?
Yes.
Okay, there's no like weird thing coming out of left field here.
No, that's all of it. I was just looking for food that would fit the diet, low
That's
carbs
it?
and
That's the whole
Yeah.
enchilada?
the whole enchilada. I have been losing weight though, and I'm doing well on it. So
Man. By the way, Pugnant was in chat today. For those who
No
haven't seen
way.
Pugnant in a while. He was in chat today. He made it in time to hear me cutting a promo on that poor lad.
Oh boy.
Lad, the dude's 40.
He's not quite yet. I think he's not yet 40. He might be. I don't fucking know. But Godart Bazaar had thrown in to say Akujin would have been a better Tonka, just saying. And that hurt me.
I agree.
That hurt me.
I bet
Akujin
you
is the best Tonka.
No,
Gadfly
Akujin
through
is the best at
two.
playing weapons roles.
Gadfly through two and said, "No, for real though. Who sells one tortilla?"
yeah, it was really strange that I didn't just immediately pick up on why I would just want to buy one tortilla, and it would have
Uno
been
tortillo.
even stranger if I had looked at the price of one tortilla, and it's a shame I didn't.
I've heard that there are
You got the
places
stove.
out there that will sell one quesadilla. I mean, tortilla.
Uno quesadilla.
It's expensive to eat healthy anyway. So to see
Oh, that's
a
what you're going with?
$4.
I'm honestly, I don't even feel bad about it because I'm gonna have a lot of fucking tortillas. I'll finally have some bread that are really, really low in carbs. There's like one, it's called the one carb tortilla. So I'll actually have something I can put food on,
It's not bread. Yes.
and yeah, that's fine. It's just that's a lot of tortilla. I'm not gonna be able to keep them out. I'm gonna have to freeze like most of them. But yeah, I'm kind of a
frozen
dumbass.
tortilla.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. This is
Dad,
hell.
throw a quinceañera or something. Some kind of get together, man. You want to throw a shindig of some nature. That's a lot of
Something.
quesadillas. You want to do something. Can you freeze a quesadilla? I mean, I guess you can.
He's gonna.
Well,
We
I'm
figured
just
to find
gonna
out.
freeze the tortillas, and then I'll leave them out and let them or whatever I'm gonna do whenever I need the rest of them.
McGruff says, "Please, Gibbs bread."
I will.
Okay.
I will say this: you probably want to at least open them and put something in between the tortillas, because if not, you're gonna have to freeze them and then thaw them in sheets of like 20 or 12 at a time, which you'll still be in the same. I know you don't want to thaw it and freeze it multiple times. I would say that. So you might want to put some wax paper or something in between, so you can pull like 2 or 3 at a time and not have to pull out a chunk of fajita or a chunk of a tortilla. Yeah.
Oh.
That would
You missed your calling
Yeah.
as a practical advice cooking channel. Willow Stewart.
Yeah, I learned that. I learned that
Terrible.
because my wife freezes like bacon and shit sometimes. The first time she ever froze it, I thought, well, that accomplished nothing, because now I still got 2 pounds of bacon that I have to do something with at one time. So it really accomplished nothing. So I started doing them in like 5 little sheets and wrapping them up. I learned that the hard way a couple of times. So
Jesus.
I don't know if that works with quesadillas, but just throwing that out there. Cooking advice for the day.
When I get them,
Okay.
I may like actually make a video of me showing all the tortillas and showing how I fucked up, pointing to the the website and everything, and showing, wow, look, I'm such a fucking idiot.
Please,
Just for
please.
fun.
Well, when you
Uh,
first started the story, I thought, whoa, they're doing Baker buckets of tortilla shells. This is fantastic.
Yeah, they came from Baker. Yeah.
They just stack them in there like little frisbees, man. It's a whole 5-gallon bucket just stacked to the rim full of tortillas.
That
It's
reminds me, we
fantastic.
still need to get you your variety baker bucket.
Dude, I'll take it to task, man. Some of it actually don't look too bad. The part that concerns me a little bit is like bucket o potatoes. Like something about eating mashed potatoes out of a paint bucket just is a little obscure.
But don't let the bucket
But
throw you off. That's for afterwards, because what are you gonna do with the doo-doo?
it's a multi-purpose bucket.
Oh.
It's like they used to give those commemorative cups at like fast food restaurants. So you got your classic commemorative Baker bucket. Collect all 4.
I hope he doesn't. He probably does. I don't know. All right. Did we make it? We made it through all the things. Did we double check the quartering thing? Did we do the quartering story?
I think we did it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the blunt of it.
All right. Did we bury the mark?
Yeah. He's
Yes.
Deceased.
It seems like a rest in peace kind of scenario for him. I mean, it's a bad day when you come into it and you know less about wrestling than fucking Akujin. That's a bad day.
That's a really bad day.
Yeah, Akujin's an idiot.
Yeah. Especially on wrestling.
But he knows more than that guy.
Fuck. Okay.
That kind
I
of
guess-
means you suck, Danny.
I guess we did the thing then. All right.
Thing accomplished.
High fives all around. We did the thing. Everything's good.
Yay!
Everything's good. We did the deal. Okay, play them out. People, there's going to be a special show on Saturday or Saturday night. But if you're in the future, then it's going to be Sunday or Sunday night. But for everybody who's in present time and not in Australia, it's going to be on Saturday or Saturday night, it seems.
It should be a fun time.
Allegedly.
If it's a Saturday show, that's usually a good sign of fuckery afoot.
Allegedly. You don't want to don't get sued, Akujin, respectfully.
Well, I said should be. I mean, there's no promises being made. I mean, I learned my lesson. I watched the fucking historian video last night on No Man's Sky, so I know all about being careful, not to oversell.
Oh yeah, that video is indeed a video.
Anyway, we are done for today. We will catch you on the same channel at a later time, sometime in the future. Have a good day. course you would come back for the end of the show, you pussy. Think we're gone? You think I won't turn this thing around? You fucking idiot. Get wrecked. Are you over to turn it around?
Yeah, I told you to turn it around. Can you believe that this baby back bitch?
Yes, I
can.
can.
During the credits, he gonna come in during the credits.
You're trying to sneak in like a thief.
You weak bitch! You weak bitch!
You sat here.
ain't fit to be my fucking jerk off sock. You weak motherfucker!
You sat here this whole time, didn't you?
Bitch!
You fucking skirt. Just sitting there, crying to yourself, being fucking mad, going, I can't wait till the show's over. I'm gonna leave the worst comments.
This weak, pussified, bitch-made motherfucker sat there that whole time. Wouldn't say shit. I told him to come on the show, everything. Nothing. He's got nothing. Got nothing to say. He thinks we're gone. All of a sudden, he pops that fucking cocksucker off, don't he? Start popping off that fucking dick licker in the chat all of a sudden. Thinks you go, you weak bitch.
Not even
you
an internet
jellyfish of a fucking man. Do you know how everybody here now knows that you got no interest in fucking squaring up with me in real life? You know how everybody knows that now? You couldn't even square up with me from a live chat, you weak motherfucker.
You couldn't even be an internet tough guy because you're fucking a bitch on the internet too.
You're not even tough on the internet.
I know.
You can't even be tough on the internet.
I know 14-year-olds that are internet tough guys.
You suck. What are you saying, Akujin? I kept interrupting. I'm sorry.
I know,
sorry, but
fucking
it blows
14-year-olds.
my fucking mind. This dude has done this for 10 years.
Yeah, he's doing it again.
Years he has pretended.
Wait, so
sitting there ripping off the Misfits fucking name. Sitting there, I'm Danny Only. You're not Danny Only. You're some tattooed up pick who is obsessed with somebody who don't give a fuck about you. I hope to see you in my chat again tomorrow. I hope to see you.
Where'd you go, Danny?
That's all I got for you. I don't give a fuck about you, but I know that you obsess with me. I know that I bother the shit out of you. I can't even believe that you did that where people could see you. You know that you were trying to put it off to people like everybody else is afraid and just talking behind their keyboards, right? That's what you were trying to portray to everybody, you weak motherfucker. You literally sat there, pretended to be gone, and then when you thought you could squeeze in something and say it at the end and nobody would get it, then you drop something. Then you say something. Oh, if you ever have something to say. If you ever have something to say about it. Well, I have plenty to say about it, but I don't have any interest in doing anything with you, Danny. It's been 10 fucking years. You weren't relevant then. You're not relevant now. You haven't done anything in between where you were relevant. All you have is somebody who you're bitter at because you're a fan. You were a fan.
And how dare you miss the dramatic reading, damn it.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't miss it. He sat there for it. He
You
could have
know he
came in
was
and read
here.
his part.
Yeah, something tells me that. I mean, I wasn't paying that much attention to the actual chat per se, but knowing Tonka, I feel pretty confident that there was an open invite if you wanted to come on and say something. And clearly that
told
didn't
him.
happen.
I told him this shit before, and I'll say it again. You are a fan. I don't
Creepy.
care about you. I don't watch your shit. I don't care about your shit. You're fucking irrelevant. You'll watch my live stream. You thought I was brilliant on my Grapple Vision videos until you figured out it was me. You think about me all the time. You have zero rent space in my noggin, son. You don't mean shit to me. I'm like 99% of the world, including the rest of them. You don't mean shit to me. I can go sit on the toilet and produce things that are more relevant than you within a 5-minute span. My shit will matter more than anything you ever do. And that's a byproduct of the differences between me and you.
What does he do exactly? Does
Don't
he still
kid
wrestle?
yourself.
Does he do
You're
anything?
still a fan. You're just a
Allegedly
salty one.
wrestles. Allegedly wrestles.
Hate fans are still fans.
See, I can find videos of Tonka in the ring. The only thing I found of him was a video in the shower talking shit to a camera in the shower. And
So he was
it's a
giving
nice
that
fucking
camera the business, alright?
That
He
sounds
was
about
giving
right.
that camera. He was giving the camera the bit. That's what we should have pulled up. If you ain't seen the video of him in the shower talking shit to the shower head, that's worth a watch. It's only like 60 seconds of your life you won't get back. It's doable. But I'm positive it's 100. It's absolutely him.
Now, I came all the way back here, and that motherfucker, by the way, has sat there. He took everything we said again, and he ain't gonna say shit. So I'm gonna end now. And even if your weak ass does pop off your fucking mouth, we're gonna keep walking because I done came back and asked you, what did you say? And your answer was nothing. Because you's a bitch. And even behind the keyboard, you ain't shit. You ain't have to repeat yourself behind the keyboard when somebody walks up to you and says, what'd you say? So if you ever question why no one sweats you, if you ever question why no one gives a fuck about you, you'll always have this live stream to look back on. And remember the day that I snatched your fucking man card over the fucking internet. Dopey bitch.
See you tomorrow, pussy.